Yes, I was drinking alcohol. It was Kazi's birthday yesterday. We
Shameful.
all,
Having a
we all got
birthday?
we all got fucked up. we all got
Darn.
we all got twisted, if you know what I'm saying.
That wasn't very Jehovah's Witness of you. Having a birthday.
That's true. Having a birthday is yeah. I have a bunch of Jehovah's Witnesses in my family.
Oh, really?
My mom's side is a bunch of fucking kooks and weirdos and crystal healers and Jehovah's Witnesses and shit.
Oh, God.
I know. I mean, famously, one of them at like a couple years ago at Christmas, I was drinking a diet soda, and one of them came up to me and was like, "You know, that's rat poison, right?" I was like, "Yes, thank you. Yes,
It says it on the
yes,
label.
that's my
I should have learned
favorite."
to read.
Mm. You know it's rat poison, right? What are you talking about? You fucking old kook. You old fucking bitch. Leave me alone. I bet she's not vaccinated. I bet she's dead.
Oh,
I bet
God,
she got coronavirus.
it's probably
and died.
true. It's probably true.
Almost definitely true. Almost definitely. Who knows what's in it?
Yeah, who knows?
Nobody knows.
My mum was on a bit of an anti-vax arc for a while, but I spoke to her yesterday, and she was like giving a bunch of pro-vaccine arguments, and I was like, "Oh, good."
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's growth. That's character growth. Childhood is, I don't know, not getting vaccinated. Adulthood is getting vaccinated. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Whatever.
That's correct.
I can't wait for my booster shot. I can't wait for my booster shot.
Oh, yeah,
I can't wait to get another microchip.
I know. I already got the funny microchip once.
Yeah, it needs friends. It's lonely in there. It needs friends.
I have a friend who's unironically into that. He believes the microchip is from Satan himself because he found a video. Yeah, he found a video of a guy that kind of looks like Bill Gates giving a conference on, here's how we can chemically remove religion from the brain. And, quote unquote religion is just like fanaticism. Like, apparently they're like running experiments that could reduce people's ability to blow themselves up. Like suicide bomb.
I mean, that sounds kind of good, actually. Maybe we should if we could actually do that with the microchip, I would kind of appreciate the microchip. Yeah. No, actually, no, that's not true. No,
I wouldn't.
Terrorism is good. Terrorism is good, actually. I learned that from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, that is an important lesson. And then his other point of contention was there's a chemical in the vaccine Satan microchip called Luciferase. Lucifer? Oh no.
Is that true? Is there a chemical called Luciferase?
That is a chemical.
That changes everything.
It has Lucifer in the name because it emits light, and Lucifer in Latin means like light or some shit.
What? No, hold on. What are you talking about? Words can only mean one thing.
Yeah, words can only mean Satan.
All words.
All words mean it's Satan or get out.
Did they already complain how hungover I am while we were recording? Did I already do that?
I don't remember if you did.
I feel so shitty. I feel like complete dog shit right now. Holy fuck! This is the worst. This is the absolute worst. I have a back problem right now. I've developed a back problem, a consistent back problem. I mean, God, hopefully not. Since I started lifting again, I developed a pain in my back, and it got really bad the other day. And I went to the doctor. I went to fucking urgent care. I was like, because I didn't have I had to call my insurance and be like, "Hey, give me a doctor. I don't have a doctor. Can I have one?" And they were like, "Yes, you can have one. Here you go. Let's sign you up." And I was like, "Okay, can I go?" They gave me a doctor, and
That's
I was like,
freaky.
"Can I go see him?" And they were like, "You can see them in 3 weeks." And I was like, I'm in pain now, though." And they were like, "Well, you can go to an urgent care, and we'll probably cover that." I was like, "Okay."
That sounds
so I went to
like ass.
So I went to one. I had to wait for 2. Not that urgent, because I had to wait for 2 hours in the waiting room, and then I was like, "Hey doc, my side hurts. I'm afraid it's my kidney, and I'm afraid it's a kidney infection." And they were like, "Well, pee in this cup and we'll tell you." And I did, and they were like, "No, it's not a kidney thing." I was like, "Okay,
it's just the culprit is keto once again.
I think it's just I pulled something or I strained something. And yesterday it felt great. I couldn't even feel it. I was like, I'm recovered. It's over. It's gone. Today, it sucks. I can't sit. I can't even sit comfortably. And I'm gonna cry.
I injured my back horrifically in like May.
Bummer.
Also, before I tell the story, is this staying in? Or we didn't even do an intro, or are we waiting for?
We didn't do an intro, but yeah, we didn't do an intro. Hi everyone. Patreon.com/
OblivionFall.
Pro Crastinators. And this is OblivionFall is our guest today.
Yeah,
and,
the guest is patreon.com/OblivionFall. Hello.
True.
I'm doing the thing now.
Yeah.
I've sort of stolen it from you, Ben. Every Drawcast, I plug myself.
Do you actually? That's so cringe. That's so cringe.
I know, it's so good.
Yeah.
But
yeah. No intro
injuries.
today. No normal intro. Fuck it. Nobody else showed up. It's just me and you.
Epic. That's fucking funny.
Sure.
So I have a terrible back. It all started in 2013. Some of my animator friends, including the one who is on who was telling me about the Lucifer chemical. This is before he went off the rails, which is sad because he's one of the people I've known the longest on the internet.
That's a bummer. I'm actually going to move, so I'm gonna lie down. I'm actually gonna lie down on I'm gonna move my mattress and lie down on it.
What is this, the sleepy cast? What are you doing?
God, I wish. God, I fucking wish.
Okay. Let me know when you're laid down.
I'm getting laid down.
Oh, geez, I'm not. That's great.
If you know what I'm saying.
Damn.
Yo, I'm having sexual intercourse. If you know what I'm fucking saying. Oh god.
So one day
I've done this before. I remember I've done this before, and people complain that my mattress was creaky. So I hope that happens again, and everyone hates it.
Everyone hates your creaky mattress during sexual intercourse.
Right. All these hot bitches are like, I love your dick, but I hate how creaky your mattress is. I'm afraid it's over. It's over. And I go, I don't care. Go on, get out of here. Go home and be with your own kind. Throw rocks at them and they go, and they run away. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, sorry to keep interrupting. Go on.
That's all right. I'll resume. So
please.
Back in my Pivot animation days, I met a lot of cool people, and I was meeting up with some of them in 2013. Because a few of them lived in Australia, and I was still in New Zealand at this point. And what we did is we went to my fucking high school and we just fucking took pictures of us goofing around. No one was there. I think it was the weekend. I'll throw a couple of random pictures in chat of us just being goofy.
I have to fucking stand up and go walk over to my computer.
You see.
No!
This is a mistake. and so we're goofing around the high school, and then one of the pictures, this third one here, I just put it up on Facebook. I wasn't thinking anything, and someone just said, like, "What the fuck is wrong with your back?" I was like, "What do you mean?" And then I looked, and clearly, God had used the circle tool in Microsoft Paint to cut a hole in my back. Because I don't know what else the fuck is happening there. I was so confused.
It looks like you're doing it on purpose.
Apparently. But then I noticed that, I guess my back is kind of fucked up. And then it kind of got more fucked up over time. And then I started having, really bad back pain. And I realized, oh shit, I need to, sort this out. So for a while, what I did is I got a bouncy ball chair. Well, what do we call it? It's not called a bouncy ball chair. It's like a chair that is like an exercise ball, like on wheels. Apparently that's supposed to help with your back or some shit, which it actually did. I was also doing a lot of exercise with I had a personal trainer like a few years ago who was helping me out. So that was pretty neat. But then gym is expensive and the balls kept deflating every time. I went for like 4 of those chairs because they kept just fucking deflating on me. So I gave up. And now my back's been in decline again and it's really bad. So in May, I'm
across the room, by the way. I went up to my wall and Dag Zaggles on Twitter recommended that I get a tennis ball. And I get a tennis ball and I use it as a massage tool and I press on my back against the wall and I roll it around. I'm doing that right now.
I've been told that too. And I didn't do it.
It sometimes sort of helps a bit. Sometimes I feel a little better after I do it, so... You know.
A chiropractor told me to do that, and being a chiropractor, I did the opposite.
Chiropractors aren't even real scientists.
Yeah, they're not. They don't watch Rick and Morty.
It's a soft science like economics. It's not real.
Yeah.
It's all made up.
They're just massage boys.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's true.
Well, in May, or I think maybe late April, I don't fucking remember exactly when it was. I'd spent like a week with my feet on the desk. I was like slouching in my chair, like at the Olympic level, dude. And it was bad because it just started really fucking up my back. And so I'm like, I should do those stretches that my personal trainer taught me. I haven't done those in like a year. What could happen? And so one morning I was up like super early or something. I was going to call with my friend and I just started doing one of the stretches and I did the hip bridge and something fucked up. Like it wasn't like there wasn't like a click or there wasn't like a singular moment where something fucked in my back, but like I was doing it for like 10 seconds and I was like, oh, this hurts more than it should. And then I, collapsed down and then I realized I couldn't move. I was stuck on my back and I couldn't roll over. I couldn't move. I was in extreme pain.
Wait, you did that? What? And you did that by doing the stretches that, like, the doctor recommended to you?
That my personal trainer did. Well, yeah, the stretches are designed to help. Yeah, they're designed to help my back, and they were really helpful back then. But I guess I'd been out of it for so long that I wasn't ready for it or some shit. And I couldn't move for like 15 minutes. I was on the floor, and my friend was just on Discord because I had my headset on. I was like trying to like. Took me ages to like be able to get back up and talk to him, and he was just like, "Oh, fucking jeez," and it didn't get any better throughout the day, and I couldn't even like sitting was the most painful thing. I could keep my back straight was fine, standing up was fine, laying down was fine. Anything else hurt so bad, so I had to like request. Why can't I speak? What the fuck? I had to get. Request.
I had to get
2 weeks off work where pretty much the whole time I couldn't sit in a chair. I had to like mainly lay like I forget how it was. There's like a specific position that was like really helpful, like laying on my side or something. And I had to lay on my side with a fucking body pillow like between my knees. It was like the ideal thing to recover because I don't have fucking health insurance. So I Googled like what to do when you injure your back, and they're like, yeah, doctor's just gonna charge you money and just tell you to do this, so just do it. I'm like, okay. So I did that, and it worked, and I've been working on my back since then. But that was fucky. That was a fucky time.
That sounds pretty fucky.
I was really scared I would become Tom.
Yeah, that's what we're all trying to avoid. Next thing you know, you're writing for Saber Spark, and then it's all over. It's all fucking over for you. Yeah. I was a little disappointed actually, because on the one hand, it would be bad to have a kidney infection, but on the other hand, if I had gone and she had told me like, yes, you have a kidney infection, here are some antibiotics to take, it will go away, I'd be like, cool, and then I would do it, and then the issue would go away. But now she's just like, no, it's not a kidney infection, it's just nothing. it's just whatever. It's nothing. You just gotta fucking deal with it. And I'm like, oh,
I
okay.
love it when it's nothing.
It's the problem you're having. It's nothing. Just deal with it, loser.
Oh God,
I suppose.
Back when there was health insurance in this household, I guess it was before we moved into this apartment. So
good times.
Well, my partner used to have health insurance a few years ago, and they were going through some kind of medical catastrophe, where they were basically throwing up everything they ate for a month. Even water, they would vomit, food vomit. 1 out of every 10 meals would stay down. They were blacking out constantly. They were losing weight. They were in pain. It was awful. And multiple times we went to the emergency room, and they're just like, sure, here's some fucking saline, I guess. Yeah, nothing's wrong. Go home.
Nothing's wrong. Go home.
Also, give us $500.
Nothing's right. I'm torn.
And that happened multiple times, and they just were fucking around being assholes. And then eventually, they were like, oh, like 5 months later, they were like, oh, I guess we got to take your gallbladder out. And it was like, oh, cool. You couldn't have figured that out 5 months ago?
Yeah.
It's like they just didn't even want to check.
That's, ugh.
Man, loving that health insurance. It's really worth the money.
Jesus. Didn't Mage have her gallbladder out at some point?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't she say that she had to go? It wasn't just they did an operation and they took her gallbladder out. She said she spent several months in Russia or something, or the Ukraine or something, in some sort of health camp. Whatever that means.
Wait, I vaguely remember that, yeah.
It was she did eventually just have surgery and have her gallbladder out, but before that, yeah, she spent she went away to some some health, quote unquote, health camp where they did alternative medicine shit of kinds I can only imagine. This is just oh geez, Lois, this is just like that time. This is just like that time in Golden Girls. This is the reference I always go to when doctors are bad. This is just like the time in Golden Girls when Dorothy has mysterious fatigue and doesn't know why, and she keeps going to different doctors, and they all go, have you considered that you're just a stupid woman and you don't know what you're talking about? And she's like, yes, doctor, I have considered that, but I still don't know what's wrong. And they're like, well, I think we've cracked the case. Get out of my office.
Yeah. There's oh god, there was a bit of that though, even from female doctors and nurses and shit. They'd be they'd ask you about, you go in there because, you got this pain and you're thrown up constantly. And they're like,
absolutely.
How's your sex life? It's and my partner's like, I'm asexual. I don't do sex. That's a phase. You'll get over it, says the nurse.
That's totally irrelevant. That's totally irrelevant to why I'm here today.
You want to have kids. You better fucking breed, she says.
You gotta be fucking joking me. Really? They would just take the opportunity. Let me take this opportunity to tell you you should be having more sex and more babies. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's pretty weird.
Well, the doctor didn't tell me that.
Well, that's because you're not a woman, Ben.
Yeah, it's true. As yes, them. So who cares what I do? Who cares? Oh, shit! I just remembered I left a portion of a Chipotle burrito down the street in Kazi's house.
Okay.
What am I gonna do? Hold on. Give me 10 minutes. Give me a 10-minute hiatus as I walk down the street.
When you said down the street, I assumed you meant on a mailbox somewhere.
Yeah, on the it's a street burrito. That's what we call
street tacos.
That's what we in the biz call a street taco.
I've had some of those.
Can I? Maybe I can switch to my phone. Maybe I can switch to my phone and just record through Craig. I walk over there, grab my burrito.
Eleazar is gonna love you.
And walk back eating it. Fuck Eleazar. No, it's not true. I'm sorry, Eleazar. I love you.
Can you believe
I don't care that you're
Eleazar?
cheating on us with the Gamer Zone. It's fine.
It's okay. Our Drawcast editor's cheating on us with like Nate and someone else.
Oh, is it No Need?
It is No Need,
Wait.
yeah.
Yeah. What a slut.
I know, right?
What a fucking slut. Oh, I think Ceetol at everyone's about like a game of draw telephone for the Drawcast, and I think I didn't look. I was like, I'll look later, and I think I may have missed it.
You can still get in. Like,
can I still get in? I kind of wanted to.
We're like halfway. We're not even halfway through the list. Like, we can just add people to the list and move them around who haven't done it yet.
Oh.
So you can easily still get in.
Well, maybe I should do that then.
Yeah, Teleperte is involved in that. So
I know. I want to get in. I want to time it so I'm next to that guy.
that can be arranged.
I want to sneakily.
I can find a way to sneak you onto an episode of the Drawcast with Teleperte if it means that much to you.
You could actually get me on the Drawcast. No way.
Yeah, I mean you are a very unknown small artist, but it could happen.
That's true. It's sad. It's sad but true. Yeah, I think. Yeah. I thought it was pretty neat. That I was invited into that server. I would be on a Drawcast sometime. I think Gib was talking about that she was on a Drawcast.
Yeah, she was on the animation episode where we did an animation in 45 minutes, which was fucking crazy.
Which is, I mean, it's a bit of a cheat. I mean, that's not even fair. That's what Teleperte does, is makes quick animations. So that's like,
I know.
That's like his whole thing. Is Teleperte a guy? I think he's a guy, right?
He's a guy, yeah.
Yeah.
He destroyed us, but
of course,
it was pretty cool.
Of course, the deck.
Honestly,
the deck was stacked.
Honestly, all of us did pretty fucking well. Even Ceetol, who'd never animated before, did a pretty cool animation for that. I mean, the theme was animating an Amogus killing itself, which, of course, you know, they've got a very simple character design. It's easy to draw. We did a stick figure fighting one a bit later that should come out in a few weeks. That Teleperte was also on. Yeah,
like a Xiao Xiao?
Yeah, Xio, whatever you call it, Xiao Xiao.
I don't know if I'm saying that right. Yeah.
I mean, I was in the stick figure community for years. I was deep into that shit. Yeah.
Did you make any?
Oh yeah, I was legendary in my community.
You were really?
Yeah, I think I mentioned before, I got my start as a Pivot animator, which is like, Pivot is like this stick figure program that if you've seen it, you probably saw some kids using it at school. That's typically how most people I know who've heard of it say they've seen it before.
It was specifically a stick figure animation program.
Yeah. The way it works is really cool, actually. Let me see if I can get a picture of it. So it's kind of hard to explain without a visual aid. Here we go. This image should work.
Sorry about my creaky mattress.
I can't hear the creaky mattress. But Pivot basically looks like this. You have a stick figure, and he has these little red joints, and you just click on them with the mouse and move them around, and then you hit the next frame button, and it saves the pose, and you can just position him. There's no drawing required, and you can create custom figures and shit. And it's very simple. It's like, it has less features than Microsoft Paint, but it's really good for learning the basics, because there's no shortcuts, there's no tweens, there's no nothing like that. And Teleperte got his start doing that. So did a lot of people I know. So it was cool.
You know what? That is cool.
And so most of the people I got on were people from the Hyun's Dojo server, which is all about stick figure fighting.
Hyun's Dojo?
Yeah, it's a Discord server for stick figure animators, who are, I guess, fans or associated with an animator called Hyun, who did some shit for League of Legends. But I was a fan of that guy since like 2009, even before League was a thing. But yeah, basically we got a bunch of cool stick figure people on to animate a stick fight for a Drawcast, and that was also cool. And it's not even out yet, but it will be soon, maybe.
Fucking neat. Fucking neat as hell. I haven't I haven't watched one yet. I haven't watched a Drawcast yet. But I've seen the episodes you've been putting out. I saw you guys got. Did we talk about already that you guys got like YouTube destroyed, but then they fixed it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, YouTube.
The channel was like nuked or something, right?
Yeah, YouTube nuked
by
us.
accident. Yeah.
Yeah, they nuked us for spam and deception, like severe deception.
What does that mean?
Well, I had to look into it because I'm like spam. Like, is it because we're uploading quickly? No, YouTube wants us to upload quickly. They want everyone to upload quickly. That can't fucking be the reason. I had to like look up YouTube's policy for like deceptive practices and spam and shit. It turns out the bar you have to like cross is like the lowest fucking bar in the world. It's like you know these YouTube channels that'll upload, "Hello guys, it's Black Panther 2017 4K, watch on YouTube for free," and then you click on the
I hate that guy.
And the video is just a fucking JPEG for an hour, and there's a virus in the video description. It's basically that.
Wait, what?
Apparently that is like what YouTube thought we were.
I actually don't know the thing you're describing.
My god.
The video is like I've seen YouTube videos that are like, if you're looking for like a movie, it will say that it's the movie, and then it will just be a still image that's like, look in the description, and the description is a like a link to like a downloader site that will give you a virus. Yeah,
that's basically what I'm talking about, is that kind of shit.
Okay.
So like that's what YouTube is like, you know, their spam policy and like deception policy is mainly to like stop people from doing that shit. Or just like, you know, posting nefarious links in general, or trying to like trick people into clicking on like shit that is fake. To that degree. So I was like, I'm pretty sure we didn't do that.
I'm pretty sure, I don't think so.
And we filed an appeal, and we heard fucking nothing for almost a week. And then we just made a Twitter post, which nothing really happened. Vin Teleperte retweeted it, and it got solved like within like a couple hours.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
That's how it works.
Isn't that the way they say it goes? Sad but true.
Yeah. If only you'd had big famous friends to save the PCP when it was under fire.
If only. If only. Well, we had a couple, but maybe not Teleperte sized. So it did eventually get fixed. Just not that fast.
Yeah, just a few months, you know.
Although, I saw Is YMS still having the thing with like his side channel got demonetized or something? And he, for a while there, he kept tweeting about it, and it seemed like they weren't doing anything.
Oh yeah, didn't his gaming channel got nuked for terrorism?
Yeah, because was there like a 9/11 joke or something?
Yeah, there was a 9/11 joke. It was really messed up.
Do they fix it? Because like.
I don't know if they fixed it.
When a channel like YMS complains about something, they always get what they want because they're big. You would think they would be like, "Oh, sorry, sir," right away, sir.
I haven't seen a post about it in a while. I mean, I could just look up Adam Plays and see if it's there. See if it exists. Come on YouTube.
Well, it was always there.
The channel's.
It was demonetized though. Was the problem, right?
Was it? Hold on. Well, I'm trying to read the post. Because I found the post on Twitter from Adam. Is him talking about YouTube claiming that he supports violent criminal organizations.
Hell yeah. Just lean into it.
Okay, I see what happened. He got a guideline strike, so it wasn't like free strikes and he's out. He just got a strike that was stupid. So yeah, I don't know if that ever got resolved. I see like multiple tweets of back and forth between YouTube where he's like, "Hey YouTube, I'm not a terrorist," and YouTube's been like, "Hi, after reviewing, you are a terrorist," which is like, thanks. I just found it like it's all in the.
You gotta. What? Huh? What?
Oh, sorry. You go.
I was gonna say you gotta be like, well, if YouTube sells them, thinks I'm a terrorist, then maybe I really will be a terrorist. Maybe I'll show them what a terrorist I can be. I'll show them how many funny 9/11 jokes I can make, and tell my audience that blowing up things is cool. Actually, we'll see. We'll show them.
Damn.
Okay, now you go.
I mean, you did say that terrorism was cool at the beginning of this podcast. So
I mean, I am a traitor of America.
You are. Thanks, Seatol.
Thanks, Seatol, for getting me on the Traitors of America list. That list probably doesn't exist anymore, huh?
Ah, that's a shame. I hope it still exists.
Maybe that guy. I think that guy like deleted his Twitter account. What was his name? Like Irate Gamer.
Wait, is it Irate Gamer? Someone? Pretty sure that's someone else.
Maybe. Well, he had a name like that though. It was like One Angry Gamer or something.
Oh yeah, One Angry Gamer sounds right. I think Irate Gamer was like some ancient like angry video game nerd knockoff.
Yeah, I think you're right. So sorry, Irate Gamer, if you're listening to this. I didn't mean to impugn your character by implying that it was One Angry Gamer, completely different.
I mean, Irate Gamer's character has been impugned enough already. Let's be fair.
That's true. Is he the one that basically just completely stole Angry Video Game Nerd shtick?
I'm pretty sure. God, like I first heard of him when I found my first Doug Walker video. I think because there's a video I found on YouTube fucking years ago of like. It was called like the longest insult ever, and it was the Nostalgia Critic like calling someone a dirty, fucked up, sadistic piece of shit for like 2 minutes. Just a big string of ad homs. It was great, and I was like, "Wow, this is funny." Who's the Irate Gamer? And I had no idea.
Wait. Why did you think was he insulting the Irate Gamer?
I think so. That's sort of what it was related to in some way. Like,
why was he insulting the Irate Game? What did he do? Why would he do this?
Hold on. I mean, I guess I could look it up.
Why would you so viciously attack one of your coworkers, one of your contemporaries, one of your peers? Why would you attack them like this, Doug?
I don't know. I mean, according to this, that's just what the title says. And unless like the insult was from something else and there was like some Irate Gamer drama and everyone was just putting this video at him saying, "Hey, this is you," which I don't know.
Hey, this is you.
Like, hey, I bet Doug's talking about you right now, and he's like, "Oh,
everyone
no,
was
Doug."
Like, "Oh my god, Doug Walker," and talked for 2 minutes about what a piece of shit someone is. This makes me think of the Irate Gamer. I gotta tell the Irate Gamer, "Hey, this is you." Lol. Oh my god, there he is. It's young Doug. It's young Doug in a more innocent time.
You know, back when the wall was slightly beige.
Back before, the wall behind him, not the wall review.
Oh God, no, not the wall review.
I've watched so many videos about the wall review.
I know.
It's the wall review is great. It's a great video because it inspired so many like highly entertaining like takedowns and like think pieces about like why is this what it is? Why does this exist? Why is this so terrible?
Why is Corey Taylor from Slipknot involved? That's my big question.
There's so many things about it that are like, why would you do this? Why is this the form this project took?
Yeah, fucking Fenna. Like I knew about Fenna already because one of my furry friends was like into their stuff, and I always thought it was creepy and weird. The way they move around.
Is Fenna a girl?
I don't know if Fenna's like the creator is a girl or boy, Or
Okay.
I think the character might be a girl. Maybe.
I
It
don't
was a fly in my face.
Is one of the characters named Fenna?
I
thought
actually,
think
maybe
Fenna
not.
is the artist and the. I don't know. There could be.
I'm just thinking of the creepy rat thing with like the sharp teeth and like the red.
No,
thing
that
on
thing's
its
not
eye.
named Fenna. That has
It's
a
not?
different name. It's Lucy Lace.
Oh,
Lace
yeah.
Maker.
That sounds correct, actually. I just thought all the characters were named Fenna.
Yeah.
So maybe that's my mistake.
Every character's named Fenna. I watched it was after I watched Folding Ideas video about the wall.
That was a pretty good video.
I love that video. It's so good. But he talks a little bit about Fenna, and he sort of explained, and I was like, he says that it's bad, but it still made me curious. I was like, it's like a multimedia, like it's like the expansive universe. It's like it mixes animation and real life actors. I'm like, that's kind of odd. That's sort of unique. I guess I'll go and look at some. And I went navigated over the channel and I looked at it, and it really is like it is an interesting idea. It's an interesting way of making a cartoon, but it's
like someone tried to interpret Vivzy Pop style into uncanny 3D.
Uncanny 3D, like it's like watching like a high schooler's like home movies that with like they just ad-lib the dialogue. Like when the actors are talking, it all feels ad-libbed and like aimless, and like I watched one that was like it was like a guy brings another guy to like a field, and he's like, "Yeah, we own you now. You're my slave now. We're gonna like make you work in these fields and like do farm work for me because I own you." And then him and Lucy just like, I don't know, they just ramble about it. And the guy goes, "Oh no, I'm in a predicament." And Lucy goes, it's what you deserve, mate. This is payback for what you done. What you done, lad?
Why have you brought me to this field, son?
Why did you bring me to this field? Because it's cheap to film in an outdoor location. It's in the public field.
The crowd will never be yours, son.
Okay. What do we have? What do we have to work with for our video? We have a camera, and we have a bunch of outdoor places that we could go. Okay, so what story can we tell in which it only involves our characters like walking into a field, talking to each other for a minute, and then the video ends? Okay, indentured servitude. Got it. Okay, that's easy.
I guess when it comes to videos in fields, Father in the Field is the best video of all time. This is actually my favorite. Yeah, this is my favorite fucking video on YouTube, probably. I save it about 10 different videos, but this is one of the 10. This is what FedEx should have spent their time doing, just animating JPEGs moving around rather than really complicated 3D models. The thing with like the thing about Fenna is like it is impressive, like how much we're able to do, but more movement does not equal better animation. Like the characters are just constantly like moving up.
Yeah,
and down,
they're constantly wiggling.
It's weird. It's not good character animation. It's smooth, but that doesn't equal good animation.
They have some sort of tool set that enables them to make the character just constantly be wiggling around at all times, and like good for them. Yeah, but it's very it looks like they're, I don't know. It looks like they're floating in liquid or something, and their fur is like, sort of anti-gravity. It's all just kind of moving around. It's the same. I mean, the dialogue is the same. It's like they're constantly muttering something. They're constantly mumbling or just like saying some off-topic stuff. It's like there can be no silence. There has to be some. They must
overload your brain at all times.
Yeah, it's the same philosophy with the movement as with the dialogue. It's just constantly moving. It doesn't matter if it's going anywhere, but it's all moving. Yeah.
Accurate.
What is this father in the field? It's like Monty Python, like... Oh, I skipped ahead a little bit. Someone's getting stabbed.
Someone, definitely.
This is, okay. Seems good. Seems like something Gib would like.
Yeah, probably. This guy was like a video game review channel or something, and then he just didn't make a review in a long time, and then just made this. And I'm like, yeah, you've peaked. You can't beat them.
Father in the field. I feel like I wish I had. If I could freeze time, I would freeze time, watch the whole thing, and come back. But we're on a tight schedule.
Yeah,
we're on a tight schedule here. We gotta be in Cincinnati by sundown, as Big Joel once said, for no particular reason.
Joel's not that big.
He's not even named Joel.
What the fuck?
I know.
That's illegal. You can't like false advertise like that.
But it's not.
God.
Okay. My back feels a little better from lying down. Sorry about my creaky mattress. Sorry if my throat sounds like because I'm like laying on my neck. I have the mattress pressing. It feels great though. Shut up,
Damn.
phone.
Fucking
telling me that it's 11:05 in the morning. I don't want to know that.
Well, I had my phone delivered to me by my husband. I had to leave it with him so it could wake him up after I started recording this podcast.
Wait. And he delivered it to you?
I guess he delivered it to me. He came out here a few minutes ago and just put the phone on my desk and then left.
Why doesn't he get his own damn phone?
I don't know. I don't know. They're like, wake me up at 9:30. I'm like, okay.
You know why? You know why I feel so bad this morning? You know why I'm cranky? It's because I didn't have my damn rain sounds. I forgot to put my damn rain sounds on for sleeping. Right. I forgot to put my favorite YouTube channel, Dreamy Sound, and I didn't have it. And so I'm not rested. I'm not
Dreamy Sound.
I love Dreamy Sound.
You know, Minecraft YouTuber Dream. That's where he puts his music on Dreamy Sound.
The thing about Dreamy Sounds, and this is a bit interesting. This is actually a little bit interesting. Is he doesn't just, you know, there are channels where like they'll just post, you know, 10 hours of recording of like, you know, rain or something. Dreamy Sounds does not merely post long sounds. He posts that, but for each sound, he creates like a fantasy landscape to go with it. He will make like, oh yeah, this is the sound of the ocean, but in the video I will put together a little image that's like a bed floating on like a platform in the middle of like a vast like placid ocean you can see all the way to the horizon.
Wait, flaccid ocean? Did I hear that right?
Placid.
Oh, placid. Okay.
Yeah. Or he'll be like, or he'll composite an image of like, oh, this is like my dream apartment, and it's like, you know, like it's got like mood lighting, and it's got, you know, it's like a nice little cozy living room, and there's like a big window that looking out on like a city from like a high rise building, or you know, whatever. He'll put together these little scenes. It's like this is the scene wherein the Dreamy Sound is occurring.
These are like cool 3D renders.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is cool. He goes, I honestly don't care. I don't really care about the visual. I only care about the sound, but he goes above and beyond, and he makes these little scenarios for them. It's like, that's kind of neat.
Wait, hold on. This is Cozy Rain.
Cozy Rain?
I clicked on a video called Dreamy Sound, and then the next video that I thought was the same channel was actually a channel called Cozy Rain doing the exact same thing.
That's just like when I'm watching my favorite cooking YouTuber, Chocolate Cacao, and then I click on the next video and I think it's another Chocolate Cacao video, but no. It's some other freak. It's some other freak stealing his bit of making food that looks good. And I can't fucking get off to that. I can't get off to someone else making a damn jelly tart because they don't sprinkle the chocolate on it at the end, and they don't do the little yatta like triumph pose at the end. And what's even the fucking point if you don't do the little yatta triumph pose at the end?
Honestly,
why even live?
That's why I eat food, so I can pose afterwards.
He does a little. He doesn't say yatta, but he does a little like fist pump thing. Is he like
a Japanese man? Is he a?
I think so. I think so. Yeah. He doesn't show his face. You only ever see his face in dark, shadowed silhouettes, just for like one shot. Just for one shot at the end of the video, you'll see his hands and you'll see his body. He's wearing an apron, and then at the end he'll finish the recipe and he'll put it on the table, and then you'll have one little shadowed shot from the side where you see his face only in silhouette, and then he does a little triumphant pose, and then he brings up a pinch of cocoa powder and he starts to sprinkle it, and then you see the cocoa sprinkling onto whatever it is he just made, and that's all you get to see of chocolate cacao.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad
it's so cool.
Mystery is fun. Gotta love your faceless cooking YouTubers.
He's not entirely faceless. He's mostly faceless, but he gives you just a little bit. I mean,
damn.
His tarts are works of art. They're not even food. They're masterpiece sculptures.
The only cooking YouTuber I've watched is, I don't remember her name. She's like an Australian woman who looks like my mom, kind of. Mm-hmm. And
does she talk or is she silent?
She talks. She used to just do regular cooking videos, and then she started doing a video series where she debunks fake cooking videos where people are like, oh hey, pour some batter into a paper bag, microwave it, instant brownie, and it's like they have all these recipes that are literally impossible or will actually kill you. And or set your house on fire, and she'll basically explain how the videos are fake, and she'll
life hack. No baked cheesecake. Put cheese in a bowl, and then put flour in it and mix it up, and cheesecake. I see.
Yeah, it's pretty good videos. But then she made a lot of them, and I'm like, I don't want to watch a lot of videos of this.
Yeah. Speaking of debunking, I had never seen a Captain Disillusion video.
Oh my god, Captain Disillusion.
I finally watched. I think Gib mentioned him in my Discord like a couple days ago, and I just was like, okay, and I went and looked up a video, and I watched a whole bunch of them, and they're so good. They're so cool. I know.
Dude, have you gone back to his earliest video from 2007?
No.
All right. I want you to do that now and just watch the first few seconds, because it's freaky.
Are you gonna post it? Are you gonna post it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just link it.
I can't wait. It's so.
So this is from 2007.
He looks like Kramer. Penguin slap debunk. It looks the same.
Exactly, it looks the same. He's been doing this shit for so long at such a high quality. It's crazy.
It looks the same. It's a little less fancy. And he looks younger and thinner. So good good for him. But other than that, kind of the same.
It's crazy how good he was early on and how unknown he was until recently. I discovered him.
Is that true? Was he unknown until recently?
Recently on the scale of doing this shit for 14 years, I suppose. I discovered him in 2015. I saw the Floating City Debunk video because I saw that floating around, and people were saying, "Oh, it's a hologram by the government," and other people were saying, "No, it's a mirage." And I'm like, it can't be a mirage because the buildings are seen from a low angle, and if it was some kind of reflection, you'd see like an upside down version of them or some shit was what I was thinking. And I just found his video on it, and I was like, what the fuck? What is this production value? And he had like 60K subscribers at that point. And I checked his Social Blade, and like he had been sitting at like 25K for like a very long time. And
that's not even for like early YouTube, that's not even that much.
Yeah, and the 25K had only been for like the past 2 years because he had like one video blow up. Before that, he was like, around 10K, and he was like getting no subscribers for years, it seemed.
That's insane.
That's now so he's gotten big. It was right after I discovered him he started blowing up, so clearly I had something to do with it.
Something must have really hit. Was it the I remember the first time I ever heard of Captain Disillusion, it was when I don't remember who was talking about it, but some other video was talking about his video debunking the staircase, the infinite like staircase. You know what I'm talking about?
The Asherian stairwell.
Yeah, and someone like was criticizing him. I think they said that like his video was too cruel to the creator of it, because he was critical of that guy for like, basically turning an art project into like a hoax.
That's I'm trying to think. It's perfectly fine to be critical of that.
Yeah, it was. It is. I'm damn it. I don't remember who. I don't remember whose video I watched where they were like Captain Disillusion. They criticized Captain Disillusion for his take on it. I don't remember where it was. Oh well.
I don't know why you would criticize for that.
I don't. In hindsight, yeah, I don't either. I don't. I wish I could remember, because I'm like, yeah, why would you do that? Like he did nothing wrong. Because then I watched a bunch of those Captain Disillusion videos, and I finally saw that one, the staircase one, that I had only heard about secondhand previously, and I watched it and I was like, yeah, he is critical of that guy, but like it's kind of
like only in the sense that fine. Like people who fall down the rabbit hole of like believing UFO conspiracies up until like COVID denial stuff and all that, like weird fake videos are like sort of what helps shape their worldview of everything being fake, man. So like contributing to that is generally not a good idea, even if it is for an art project. It's good to like be like, hey, by the way, this is fake, just so you know.
Yeah.
Where you go off being like, see, this proves the lizard men are real.
My boy Jack Saint made a video one time that I really liked. I really liked it. It was the story of like a town in the US. I forget what the name of the town was, but it was like the story basically went that there was like a telecommunications company that set up like a new like internet service provider like hub in the town, and it like something went wrong with it, and it started to like produce a noise. It started to produce a constant noise, and like the noise was like unsettling to the residents, and they started to a lot of them couldn't sleep. A lot of them started to become like, have like mood problems, and like a lot of them, they became irate, and they started having like,
they became
it caused
gamers.
all the problems you would expect of everyone being constantly assaulted with an unpleasant noise that makes it hard to sleep all the time. Until the telecommunications company just like kept doing like PR about it, and being and like pretending the issue was solved even when it wasn't, and like it led to like like some accidental shooting deaths in the neighborhood.
Oh jeez.
It turned out it was not a real story. I thought it was a real story. He later said like, yeah, this was like a work of fiction that I wrote, and like it. And, like, I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I liked it as a story. And it had, like, it was a fable about, capitalism bad. I was like, yeah, okay. But I think he apologized, because he was like, yeah, maybe I should have made it more clear that this was, like, a work of fiction. I was like, yeah. Yeah, I feel a little duped. I feel a little bit duped, because I thought this was a real thing you were telling me. I watched the whole video, and Oh, I felt kind of stupid. I felt like he sort of implied that like you were supposed to know that it was a fake story. And I was like, well, I didn't. I guess I'm a rube. Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta watch out. You can't be spreading fake shit.
Yeah. Like a lot of people have told Captain Disillusion, like, oh, why don't you make your own fake UFO video and then reveal it was you after it goes viral? How'd that be so funny? And he's just like, I mean, I could do that. It would be funny. The people who are in on the joke would be very, entertained. But a lot of people are going to see that video without seeing the correction, and they're just going to be like, yeah, see, man, this is what the government's hiding from us. The aliens, man. And he, it's not, to him, that means it's not worth it, which I respect. That's integrity. I think that's what integrity is. I
mean, is it? So, okay, so I guess the contention there is that if you make something that looks impossible and you put it out there and then you debunk it, like it does more harm by showing the fake thing than it does good by debunking something that's fake and showing like this is how it can be faked.
Because like debunking is good, like in the sense that like people are putting out fake stuff into the world and you can like debunk it, and like, some people will be like, oh, okay, that was fake, but like ultimately like the fake thing would have convinced a few people, and then you can unconvince a few of them, but some of those people still got convinced. So like the net is still in the bad direction, probably.
Is it?
Maybe.
I feel like it's theoretically possible that you might debunk something in such spectacular fashion that the debunking gets more gets seen more than the original thing itself.
Oh yeah, I suppose that's true.
Possibly, you might not be able to guarantee that happens. So I guess I understand why you might still not want to do it.
It's probably like more of like a principle thing than a like, I'm doing my utilitarian calculation of how many people this will bring which way or the other way. In any case, Captain D, probably one of my favorite YouTubers ever. I binge his entire channel like twice a year because the videos are just very watchable.
I was binging the other day. I didn't finish. I have more to binge. I have more Captain D
it's all
that I haven't seen yet. It is all good shit. I gotta say, I was he did a long video recently about Flight of the Navigator, which I skipped out on it because I was like, this isn't. I kind of just want to see more of the the normal, the main videos. I mean, so fuck you, Captain.
Low key, me too. But I still thought the video was pretty cool.
It was still good. Like I didn't. It was like, okay, it's interesting to talk about like how the movie was made. Like that's fine and all, but like, it's not as dense. It's not as densely interesting as as the debunk videos. I couldn't fucking believe. I don't know. I don't want to. I couldn't believe he did the laminar flow when he made the. I looked at his most popular video. I think his second most popular video was the laminar flow proof, and it's just like, no, it's just real. It's just real, and like here it is, and then he just does it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That was so fucking. Works. That was so funny. That video.
Yeah.
Like the ending where like he's like, but if I did want to fake it, and then he has the fucking water flying all around the room and doing all this crazy shit.
Yeah, and he's touching it and like
he's
I can
he's just fucking showing off his visual effects skills. Because like to me, because I do visual effects, animation, editing, compositing sort of shit for a living. So the video of his, I was watching him for like 2 years before it even came out. The tape measure video was one of my favorite ones.
I saw that one.
It's not just that he like explains how the video was faked. He will like somehow like create a version of the video where he has removed the visual effects and like given like the blank like raw footage back, which is so hard to do because you have to like erase the effects and like paint the background back in and match the camera movements and shit. And then he'll edit himself into the scene like to be like, look, this is how they set up the effect. And you see him walking around in the video setting shit up. And it's like, that is so much fucking work. That is like way more work than like was actually put into the original
they made
thing.
to make the video in the first place. Yeah.
Like, it's like if someone gave you a fucking Marvel movie and you gave it to a guy and he just turned it back into the green screen room and like removed everything. It's like, that'd be really fucking hard to do.
I really liked that one, the tape measure one. And also I think there's another one of like, they're throwing knives. Like they're throwing knives at a girl and she like catches them on ping pong paddles.
Yeah. That was the first one that like bumped him up to 25K, I think.
Yeah.
Like subscribers. Like that was like the first big video he had.
That, I mean, not even his I mean, his debunking is interesting, but like the reason it's so interesting is because it's like, wow, they did this, but they didn't use like fancy fucking, they didn't use like super technology software to make like perfect 3D effects. They did it with like weird little practical tricks that you're like, you just kind of don't notice when you see it, and then when you hear it explained, you're like, oh, she already had the knives sticking in the ping pong paddle. She was just holding them backwards so you couldn't see them. And then she flips them around in one frame, and then it looks like they catch the knife on it. But no, they were just already there.
They just have to erase the knife for like 3 frames.
They tricked me. They got me so good. The way that they cheat it, and they like, you know, they have the thing. It's actually on a wire in one shot. Like someone must have just sat down and been like, how can I make it look like my tape measure? How can I make it look like my tape measure is coming out of the little thing and going to a porta potty door and pulling the door open? If I drilled a hole and I put a wire through the door so you could pull it, and then I cut the 2 shots together, it's like, it's very admirable. It's very admirable that someone sat down and figured all this out. I guess they work for an ad agency, so they were like, well, I gotta make some video of some weird, impossible looking shit. So what can I throw together with some guys in like a lumber yard? Yeah, so good, very cool. So how you been? How's your life? How's your life going?
My life is going cool. I should mention the GoFundMe.
Yes, the GoFundMe. I saw that.
Yeah, so I think I mentioned earlier in this very episode right now, how I think in 2017, like my husband was harassed by a nurse for being asexual. It turns out that the reason they were asexual is because they're trans, and they just didn't know it yet.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You know, having big honking titties kind of sucks when you're a boy. You know, so I guess
so. It might. Yeah. It might possibly.
maybe just a little bit.
Perhaps.
So they've been transitioning for about 3 years, about almost 2 years on hormones. So we're overdue. Like we could have, I think most places will let you get top surgery after a year. So we've been doing it for nearly 2 years with the hormone stuff. And yeah, there's the link. We need to raise like $10,000 because fucking health insurance.
I believe I was the first donor.
Yeah, I saw you sent you sent 20 funny bucks.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, my American currency is so hilarious.
American currency. The reason it's funny is because I sent you like about $20 like a week before for the fucking Road to Radcon thing.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah. So what goes around comes around.
Exactly.
I guess. Well, basically, you're just trading your husband's tits for a copy of Road to Radcon.
That comic must be worth a lot then. Damn.
Oh yeah, that's how that's just called doing business.
Exactly.
It's called making deals.
But the point of all this, storytelling is a donation to this cause is a donation for gay sex. See, we've been married like 5 years. Sex, what even is that? They haven't been comfortable with their body, but this sort of shit is helping. Since they started taking hormones, we're like, oh hey, sex, maybe it's cool. So help me get laid. This is what I'm saying.
What more can I add? What more can I even say? I guess we'll probably put the link down in the description to support the top surgery expense. It's good.
For real,
good
though,
for them living their best best life and making moves.
Yeah, it is generally awkward, like having big booby in the way, because I don't want to touch it because they're not comfortable with it, but I want to like hug them and tell them they're cool. And go jogging. They can't go jogging.
They're cool.
Yeah, I can't even look at them. I have to avert my eyes.
Go tell me more.
I don't know. Exercise sucks. A lot of things suck. They get in the way. These boobs were not meant for this world. They must go. So help with that, and it'll be epic.
You know what's epic? You know what's epic?
The Epic Game Store.
Yeah.
What's epic, Ben?
I don't know. I was gonna say something about how do I concoct some sort of like, oh man, everyone's just it's good when a person gets to be the most authentically realized version of their authentic self, and whatever, when they have the opportunity to make do the most liberation of their self from the shackles of flesh and blood existence or something. I don't know.
Do you ever have a dream where you dream you could do anything, Ben?
Yeah.
Funny
bro, lucid dreaming, it's like you fucking you can control it and shit. You can do anything. You can make it happen.
I swear, for a certain portion of my life, lucid dreaming was like an MMO that sometimes, if my brain was lucky, I would log in and I would retain my skills from the last time I lucid dreamed, and I could like level up and shit. And I say this metaphorically. It was more that like each time I lucid dreamed, I had like better control over what happened. I could fly easier. Things would just generally like.
This is the plot. This is the plot of Secret in the Basement.
Secret in the Basement. Is that a book? Is that a game? What is it?
It's the spiritual sequel to Legend of the 10 Elemental Masters. It's Ululilia's second book. Ulululia. Yeah, it's the second book that's about I guess okay, it's weird. It's not actually about like the kid he has RPG adventures in his dreams, but like he first becomes it is while he's dreaming, but it's not a dream. It's a real place. It's just a real place that he goes when he dreams, and it's in his basement. So you would think that he would either go there in his dreams or he would find a secret portal in his basement, but no, it's both. In his dreams he can find a secret portal in his basement that takes him to a real place that gives him superpowers.
Oh shit!
Secret in the Basement is such a funny book. It's okay. The thing that maybe makes it worse than Legend of the 10 Elemental Masters one, it's not about like funny, like fucking tiny, like furry, like colorful wizard people, aliens. It's just about a kid, and that's boring.
I hate children.
And it's really long. It's really long. It's a thick book. And it's kind of repetitive, and it probably didn't need to be as long as it did. But but it kind of flips back and forth between. Have you read 10 Elemental Masters?
I've only heard the name Ulalilia come from your mouth, Ben, on the PCP.
Oh, I see.
I don't think I've really heard of it anywhere else. Never really read it. I don't know anything about it, really.
Well, I made a Let's Read video.
Yeah.
With terrible video quality.
And I was really ashamed that you were reading the book out loud instead of reading it in your mind like a true saint.
How? Well, but then I couldn't make a video.
What do you? Okay, you say that, but like Gib did her Let's Read series years ago.
Oh,
and she didn't have to say anything. She sat down with the book and she just opened it, and then it was just like 10 minutes of just flicking pages, and then there was an N-word. That was
it. Yeah, I should take a page out of her book, I guess. I kind of want to do one of those, but like with better audio, with better video quality and a better shot. With Secret in the Basement. Secret in the Basement is funny because in 10 Elemental Masters, it's just about this weird, like sort of autistic, like alien who like just never doesn't give a fuck about anything, and he can't relate to these humans at all because he's just like, oh, food. I just create like nutrient molecules in my body. I never need to eat. But here's some waffles. Here's some breakfast waffles for you kids. Oh, light so you can see. Oh, I can see in every spectrum in the world, so I don't need light. But like here, yeah, I'll just illuminate my.
I mean, he definitely knows about spectrums.
He's like, oh yeah. I live in a concrete. A featureless cubic concrete bunker deep underground with no light anywhere because I don't need light to see by. But I guess since these kids are visiting, I will make my concrete bunker a little bigger for them, and I will illuminate it with a light source. And I guess I will make 3 beds for them to sleep in with fun patterns on the sheets that like look like things they like.
What a gentleman.
He's a complete gentleman. Secret in the Basement is different because it's about a kid. So like half of the book is like the kid just like living his normal life and going to school and dealing with bullies. But it's funny, dealing with bullies to the kid in Secret in the Basement, dealing with bullies means that like one kid like calls him like makes like a bad pun in class. And the teacher gets mad and gives him like 14 detentions, and like that's bullying. Like that's what a bully does in Ulalia's mind, is like be rude in class, and the teacher is like, that's 1 detention, that's 2 detentions, that's 10 more detentions, and then later on all the good non-bully kids go, wow, I can't believe Jessica got 14 detentions. That's got to be a record. Damn, what a bully.
That's epic. This is a place of learning. You shouldn't be making puns. Clearly,
no. Sometimes they'll make like a shitty pun in about something the teacher says, and the teacher will go, haha, good one, but you shouldn't be making jokes in class. I'm gonna have to give you a detention for that. Like the teacher will be impressed, but like, but I have to discipline you for this.
So we got the 10 elements: earth, water, fire, air, detentions.
One of the fundamental forces. And it's a more fun book because you get the kid starts out as normal, but then like in his dream basement adventures, he levels up and he improves his stats. But the stat increases carry over into the real world. So by the end of the book, he's literally like stopping burglaries by like casting ice spells on like like at camp, like at summer camp and stuff. And he's like tracking down like fellow like kids that like got possessed by demons and like went on like got lost in the woods. He's like tracking them down and like exorcising them with light spells and shit. And and it's very funny because everyone around him is just like, wow, where did you learn to cast spells? That's neat. Oh well, I won't ask any further questions.
It's normal. It's normal.
Yeah, everyone's
behavior.
like, wow, I can't believe you can do 19 pull-ups a second and can like leap like 100 feet in the air. That sure is impressive. Anyway, what were we talking about? Bye.
God,
like
that's funny.
It is funny. I feel like I don't know if I. Okay, spoil. Do you mind if I spoil the ending?
Spoil as much as you want.
The spoilers for Secret in the Basement. The ending. In the end, when his dream adventures have come to an end, he's got all these fucking powers. His stats are so high. He becomes a movie star. He becomes like a superhero movie star, but like because like they don't use special effects. He's just like he acts in superhero movies as himself, just because he just has superpowers in real life.
Why?
And then he spends the rest of his life like, well, I did that. So now he becomes a gold medalist in every Olympic event. He becomes a star. He becomes a star player in every sport, in every league. He just wins every fucking trophy in every league just because he can.
They just let him in. They just let the superhuman in.
Well, yeah, they do. they just do.
Well, look, at least you're not a woman. If you were a woman, we couldn't let you compete.
I mean, where in the rulebook does it say a level 10,000 wizard from the dream realm can't be a basketball player or whatever? There's no rule against it.
If you were a trans woman, that would be an unfair advantage.
That would be but yeah. But no, you leveled up your stats legit. You did it like everyone else. You went to the dream world and you tapped on the little thing and the wizard with like the barber pole sign like gave you bought your Cosmos helm from the store with your Igani. You collected Igani like everyone else. It's just it's legit.
They should have just worked harder.
He picked himself up by his bootstraps. But in the end, when he's finally done just achieving like peak human accomplishment in every field of endeavor that exists, what he decides to do with the rest of his life is become a cop. He's just like, well, yeah. He's like, well, I've done everything there is to do in the world. I'm a champion of everything. All I can do now it's just like, how can I do the most good in the world? I know. I'll be a cop and I'll fucking fucking cast ice spells on burglars and like petty criminals and drug dealers and stuff.
That's the best way to help the world.
It's the best. That's
freezing burglars nuts off.
Ululilia loves cops. Ululilia loves cops. He thinks cops are the good guys and criminals are bad guys.
God, he should have just fucking like it was a mistake. Like I can like Ululilia. Like clearly made a mistake. Like what did this kid do to get good at acting? First of all, why doesn't he just work for a VFX team? Why doesn't he just like why isn't he just like the pyrotechnic guy? Except he just shoots the flames out of his fucking asshole, you know? Instead of he doesn't have to be the main character to do the elemental stuff.
Honestly, it's I think in Ululilia's mind. He wrote this character to just be a kind of idealized, like, good guy who everyone likes. But in actuality, the character comes off as an extremely off-putting, like, weirdo who, like, responds in with complete deadpan appreciation whenever anyone makes a shitty pun. He just goes like, haha, that was a very funny joke you just told. And he goes, he likes to correct people. He's a big smartass who likes to correct people, and he just likes to bring up a trivia that nobody cares about in random situations. He will just start like citing Wikipedia pages of stuff and be like, I know a lot about constellations and astronomy. That star, that's the dog star Sirius. That's the constellation Canis Major. He's just like some like obnoxious book nerd. Like
I know all about the launch dates for the James Webb Space Telescope. Did you know this telescope was supposed to be launched in 2017?
Yeah, basically. But he. But in his mind, this character, he's just a nice, smart guy who everyone likes. So why can't he also be a movie star? Why can't he also be, the charismatic leading man?
But how much sex is had? That's the real measure of
I believe none.
Success.
I believe none. I don't think. Wait, he gets like a roommate. He moves in with like his female roommate, but I don't think they're dating. And I don't think he ever gets like a girlfriend or anything. He does rescue a princess, and the princess likes him, but there's no flirting or anything. He's just like, well, I've rescued you. I just here to help. You're welcome. Okay, bye. I gotta go fight the final boss. All right, see ya.
Are they like religious?
Huh?
Is Ululilia like a religious? Do I love Jesus?
Not to my knowledge. No, not to my knowledge. I don't think so. There's no mention of like Jesus or religion or anything in any of the books.
I guess they just hate sex. That's the only thing I can think of.
He could be asexual. I don't know. He never talks about like romance or anything. Like, and I don't think in any of his dream diaries he talks about like attraction or anything like that. He just loves video games, and he loves it when you can go run really fast and jump really high. That's what gets him off.
And those are admirable qualities for sure.
I think I might have mentioned this months ago. I talked to him again, and I asked him if he. I didn't ask him again about whether he wanted me to make the audiobook for Legend of the Ten Elemental Masters, because he just seemed like so uninterested in discussing that. I didn't even ask him about that. I just asked him like how he was doing, and he told me that he told me about the game he was working on. He's making a new game, and he told me the name of it, and I mentioned it on the previous episode, and I don't remember anymore what he called it. But it had a name, and he didn't share that much about it with me. But Platform Masters never came out. It was never finished, but like the proof of concept for Platform Masters basically was the game. Like I feel like we got a full idea of what it was just from the trailers, in which you are just a little man's, and you run really fast, and you jump really high, and there's extremely scientifically accurate parallax scrolling in the background. That's what Platform Masters was. This one, I don't know what it is. I hope it's something different. Also, I hope it gets done. I hope it becomes real one day.
I mean, having scientifically accurate parallax is the most important aspect of the video game.
That was the thing that he was the most interested about. Like, in the videos where he talked about the game he was making, the thing that he focused on the most was how he had calculated the precise distances of the background elements, and he was like, yes, they scroll at the precisely scientifically accurate speeds. There was one where you were on Mars. And you could see Earth in the sky, and he was like, yeah, Earth moves at the accurate, like, if you run like thousands of miles an hour, you will see the Earth move in the sky like a tiny one pixel. Yeah, barely at all, but it does move.
I mean, look, the people at NASA who, created the big dome over the sky, they should have factored that in. They should have used his math, because we can see through their lies. We know the planets are fake. They're not real.
There's have you played Lisa?
Lisa the Painful?
Yes.
I know
Lisa
of it. I've seen a video on it.
There is a part in Lisa. The game is set in this town of Olaf, and it's like a post-apocalypse, but it's not clear if like the entire world is in an apocalypse, or if it's just Olaf. Like if Olaf is just like somehow separated from the world, because you never hear anything from outside. You can never leave it. There's a secret area in one section. You have to jump down a cliff in a spot that you wouldn't think you would want to jump down, but it's a secret. And the hint of how to do it, the hint for where it is that in the sky there are clouds, and this one cloud is like it's like tilted at an angle, and that's where it's like, I guess it's maybe supposed to be like pointing down, but it also makes me think like, is this like the edge of the world? Is this like the sky dome that I'm seeing?
Oh yeah, it's heading towards the ground at like a 45-degree angle here, and that's why the clouds are like that are painted on clearly.
Yeah. And it's like, I like, is this the dome? Is this the dome of the sky? Is this is Olaf just under, like, is it like a Truman Show? Like
I was
like
about to say this is season 2 of a Truman Show, clearly.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the implication of like the angled cloud, or if it's just like just a visual hint about the video game, and I shouldn't even read more into it. It's possible. Man, Lisa's so fucking good. What a good ass video game.
If only I played video games. You know, wait. I hope I didn't delete this image. There's I think the other night, my husband and a couple of my friends were looking at a website that like looks at how many hours you've spent on Steam and how much money you've spent on Steam games.
Oh,
and it was I'll link it if you want to fuck with that stuff.
Sure.
Let's see where I put the link.
I don't spend that much money on sometimes I will go on Steam every like 1 year or so. I might go on Steam and buy a bunch of like the cheapest games I can find, things that are on sale and stuff for like a few dollars each. So I probably haven't spent more than maybe like $100 or something on Steam in like my entire life. Maybe 200. I don't know. I've
barely ever put money into Steam, but like what I'm proud of. I think I may not have put the correct link in there.
It says private.
Yeah. I took a screenshot of the important part. So
yeah, it won't let me see it. It's all private.
Yeah, I mean, I linked it mainly so that you could input your stuff if you want to. I don't know.
Oh, I see.
I set my profile to private afterwards, but yeah. So apparently, the total hours I've put into Steam in history is like 382.
Does that include like time spent playing games?
I think that's just like game time. It just looks at all the game time you have on all your games and adds it together.
I have spent like 800 hours playing Noida, just playing Noida. So
damn.
I'm embarrassed to admit that. That kind of
Noida's a good game, though.
It is a good game, and I like it a lot. But when I think about like what else could I have done with those 800 hours? I mean, I guess it was 2020 quarantine. Like, I think that's part of why I put so much into it.
I mean, you could have played Minecraft with all those hours.
I could have been playing Minecraft that whole time, yeah. I could have been playing on the PCP Minecraft server at patreon.com/theprocrastinators to get access to the Minecraft server, which we should do another Shekels for Heckles this week. We didn't do one last week. Yeah.
The thing I'm proud of with this is in 2019 September, so like about 2 years ago, they started calculating hours per platform. So what this means is it says the amount of time I've spent in Windows is 27 hours. What that means is I've only spent 27 hours playing games in the last 2 years, which is cool. I've been playing a lot less games because I've been doing a lot more work.
27 hours in 2 years? That's nothing. That's nothing at all.
It is nothing, and I think
you're not even a gamer.
I think half of that is Among Us.
No wonder you haven't been invited onto the gamer zone.
Exactly. You know, having more subscribers than Nate, not good enough. I have to be a gamer.
Oh yeah, he's at like 100. He's basically just like
he's 104. He's 114. I'm 116.
Congratulations. Did you have like a recent bump?
Oh, I had a bump with the Cum video last year that I talked on when I was on the podcast 1 year ago.
Yeah.
I was hoping to have a sequel out by now, but work's been fucking me up. I've had barely any time to animate anything, except for the last week where I've been animating again, including during this podcast.
I have been tragically pulled away from my work on my game to do the Lord of Ghosts bonus comic for the Lord of Ghosts book, and it's really big. Frankly, it's 9 pages. I've spent the last 2 days just drawing this one page, and it's like I would say it qualifies as like slavery wages. The amount I'm being paid to do it is frankly, I'm putting way more time into it than I have been compensated for. But you know what? That's my choice. That's just what I'm doing.
That was me when I was the PCP editor, basically.
Yeah, it was. And you put what am I trying to say? You went like over and above in terms of editing so hard that you were like, I can't do it anymore. And it's like, well, you don't have to like go so hard. You don't have to make every editing a masterpiece. And you're like, no, I have. No, I'm afraid there's no room to compromise on that. It will either be a masterpiece or it will not, or it will be nothing. Goodbye.
That's how I roll. I am incapable of like, oh, it's passable. It's like, no, like the PCP, like this podcast, it was very helpful for me because I used to be even worse, if you can imagine. The thing about when I first started listening to PCP, in terms of my perfectionism and not being able to let things go and settle for good enough.
I see.
Because my main skill is I'm really, really good at polishing things, making them really smooth, making them really shiny. The problem is sometimes I start out with an idea that isn't that great, but I can like polish it to where it looks shiny and people like it.
Sure.
Watching the PCP though, because I was fans of all you guys like long before the PCP. I was watching, I was watching Tom shit in like 2013. I was
like pony stuff.
Yeah, your pony videos. Actually, recently,
2013.
Yeah, with the Candlelight Wedding video that Tom did with.
Was that 2013?
Yeah, the video that Tom did with Anthony C for a Candlelight Wedding. That was 2013.
I remember that video, but that was 2013. Wait, what? Because T-Bap started in 2015.
It couldn't have been 2015 because season 4 was started late 2013. I think you're about a year off, Ben.
Jesus. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I know your history better than you, it seems. The first T-Bap episode was December 2013.
Wow. Okay. I thought it was like 2015. But yeah. Okay. I remember it was in December. It was late in the year. So okay. I guess you're right. Damn. Yeah. I for sure remember that Candlelight Wedding video. It's probably been deleted, right? It's probably like not up anymore. Because didn't Tom like scrub all his pony videos? Coward.
It's on Anthony C's channel, so it's still up. Anthony C.
Anthony
is a pretty cool guy.
Anthony C is a cool guy. Anthony C. Oh, he commented on the last video. He commented on the last video wanting to see Kazi's drawing because someone had commissioned Kazi to draw a bunch of brony people. And he commented like, "Where can I see it?" And I don't know. I also have not seen it. Someone send Anthony C that picture if you know where it is, I guess.
I suppose.
You suppose? Well, you don't think so? You don't think they should?
I suppose they should. If
Okay.
they know where it is.
The man wants to see the damn drawing.
But
save him. Okay.
Oh yeah, but I was watching all you guys pretty early on.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys were the fucking best in the analysis, sphere. That was obvious. Everyone was
so.
Shit except you guys and like
Anthony.
Anthony
I think that's
sometimes.
true. I think that is true. Yeah.
I'm glad we agree.
A lot of very annoying personalities in that community.
I was looking at a time lapse video. I think it was for the art telephone thing in the Drawcast on was talking about, how are we going to edit the time-lapse footage? I'm so sorry, Oblivion, are you going to be editing it all? And I'm like, it's fine, I've edited time-lapses before. And so I looked at like an old time-lapse I'd done to see how many hours it was, because I used to time-lapse my pony animations. And in one of them, this was back when I had one
when you say
monitor.
time-lapse, you mean like a show your work kind of?
Yeah. Like it's a 7-minute video with like 60 hours of OBS recording my screen while I animate.
Gotcha.
While I was looking this over, I saw like in the corner, because I had one monitor, I was watching fucking TBAP videos. I don't know exactly what timestamp it is, but I
think I went into. I just talked about this on my Patreon Q&A. I call it a Q&A. It's more of just it is a Q&A. People ask me questions, but it's more of just like a what have I been up to in behind the scenes, my personal stuff, talk about shit, podcast thing on my patreon.com/benstain. I talked about this a bit more, but I will just say I've been thinking about I've been thinking about making a video about Phantom Horn called Thoroughly Analyzing Phantom Horn. I think I might make that video after Phantom's Revenge is done, and just kind of talk about the character and like the ideas he was supposed to embody, and like how he succeeded and how he failed at that, and like his whole arc, and like what I don't know, because
I love Phantom Horn for being racist.
He's totally racist.
It's really cool, man.
He's so racist, but he's I don't know if I want to get into it. I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say about like who, like what his deal is, and like what people might have like thought his deal, and like what I thought his deal was, because I don't think I fully understood some of the ideas I was trying to communicate with Phantom Horn in the beginning. I think now I can kind of look back and be like, this is what I was trying to do with him. But at the time, I kind of like didn't have the vocabulary. I think because the Phantom's fatal flaw is not that he is like an SJW. Like a lot of the jokes about him in his videos are like that he's such like a Tumblrina SJW. But like really that's not really the that's an oversimplification. That's like the surface level. That's the most surface level critique of Phantom you could give, and there's a lot more to it than that. I was watching I rewatched that one video where we did the cover of True Friend with Tommy and Digibrony and Ann Y Pony and all them, and I was like,
A&Y.
You know A&Y?
I know A&Y. I was on his podcast once.
Oh yeah, I mean I haven't heard from him in forever and ever, but that's okay. Yeah. Anyway, I just watched that and I was like, some of these jokes about Phantom Horn are weird. The whole joke here is bizarre, and I wouldn't write this today. Anyway, he's a good boy. He's a good boy.
I wonder if I've seen that video. Is it on the TBAP channel or is it on someone else's channel?
Yeah, it's on the TBAP channel. I think it's part of the Cutie Mark Kerfuffle series. There were going to be 3 parts to the Cutie Mark Kerfuffle, and I think it was we just made a song parody, and then I think later we decided to turn it into a series, and then later we decided, I guess we'll call it the Cutie Mark Kerfuffle series. And it's 3 videos, it's when we all got our fucking cutie marks swapped around, and it's just, each one is just a song parody. But the third one we kind of just didn't make. So like somebody made the song, and I think it's Jesse rapping. I think it's a Jesse like rap. And there's no like animation to I drew one image that kind of communicates the story of what's going on. It's when I think it's Anthony C and Jess and Starboard Bow become Alicorn princesses. I think that's what happens in that one. But
it never got posted?
No, it got posted. It just
there
was no animation. There was just an image. the song is there. I think that video that I was just talking about, the one where we sing the song, we sing "A True True Friend." I think it ends with a little teaser where like Anthony C and Jessie become Alicorn princesses.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Everyone's an Alicorn.
Were we?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Everyone's an Alicorn except you, because you don't have a real horn.
Oh yeah. Who says that the toilet paper roll isn't a real horn? It's as real as anyone else's.
It can magically wipe your ass. That's the one thing it's good for.
TBAP, the Lost Chapters, and then there's like what is the Secret of Mana fucking like text scroll? I don't even remember this. Why is it like this?
I actually don't think I've seen this. I guess
Why
I
is
sort
there
of.
a Secret of Mana text scroll? There's not that much to explain. I guess there is, actually. I guess there is. I think that the text scroll is just like, it explains like what would have happened in between like the last video and this song. I think it's just like, here's the context, folks. Enjoy. I forgot about this. This reminds me of we had one other song. We had one other TBAP video we wanted to make at the time. It was gonna be a Keg and Phantom sort of like backstory video, just like a song about them and like what their family is like. And it was gonna be the introduction of, you see their parents briefly in the flashback in Phantom Review's Hearthwarming Eve. This was going to be one where they sing just kind of about themselves. It would be set to Raise This Barn, but it was going to be Raise These Bros, and it was going to be about like how much they annoy their dad. It was going to be great. I think we recorded the song, actually. I think Nate wrote the lyrics, and I think we recorded the song, but we never actually got around. I drew some images for it, but we just never made it. It never finished. I started sketching it. That was going to be a good video. But at the time has passed. It's like there's no need anymore. But still, sometimes I think about it and I'm like, that would have been good. You know what I mean?
I suppose, yeah. I got a bunch of videos that like I wanted to make when I was in that community, but I never got around to. Honestly, yeah. that feeling is kind of like dangerous, because it's what prevented me from making a Five Nights at Freddy's parody when that was like new. It's what prevented me from like jumping on a bunch of stuff that was like hot and fresh, because I'm like, no, I gotta finish this pony animation first, and then I missed my chance.
Oh god, ow. Oh god, fuck, my back. Ow,
Suffer.
It hurts. It's a little painful. Sorry. Wait, what attitude is dangerous? What do you mean?
For me, like I had all these like pony ideas for pony animations that I was like attached to, and I wanted to make all of them. And as a result, I ended up like turning away like opportunities to do things that could have been way more profitable and successful. Because when a fandom is new, like making an animation, even if it is complete dog shit quality, it'll get like 5 million views. It doesn't matter. People will just watch it and like it. And I should have like, when Five Nights at Freddy's was a new thing, I had a few ideas for Five Nights at Freddy's animations, but I wanted to finish my pony animations first, which took like a year, which sucks. By the time I was done, like Five Nights at Freddy's was already so big, and like it was like too late.
There were already tons and tons of fan animations.
Exactly, it was too late to jump in, and then the standard had risen. And it's not like I was planning on making like a lazy piece of shit. I would have still made it look good, but
of course, it's you.
Yeah,
so I can.
I fucked up, and there's been so many points in my life where I had an opportunity to do something, and I just mucked around finishing old things that ended up not being successful, and then missing, the train to something bigger, which is what I'm trying not to do now by capitalizing on a meme immediately when it's popular instead of waiting around, which is what I'm doing right now. It's what I've been animating during this call, which I can't share.
You can't?
Not with the public. I mean, you can look at it and you can ooh and ah.
Oh, yeah, please. Wait. Yeah, please.
Discord says, Ben Saint has requested Discord block messages that
What?
our robots deemed to be explicit. Ben, you're a prude?
What?
I didn't know.
Wait. How? Well, I don't. User settings. Is it language? Advanced? Voice and video accessibility.
It's. I forget the setting that like
fuck.
prevents
Privacy
people
and
from sending you
safety?
porn. Privacy and safety sounds right.
Allow access to NSFW servers on iOS? No, that's not it. Use data to improve Discord. Allow Discord to screen reader. I want to see.
Oh, it's
No!
it's at the very top. It's for keep me safe, my friends are nice, and the do not scan thing.
Oh, do not scan. Do not scan. All right, send me this. Send me this.
Oh,
bullshit.
Ben, we're not friends on Discord. No wonder.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
There you go. That's what I've been animating, by the way.
Oh. Wait. Well, I like it. I like what I'm seeing here. I don't know if I know who this is.
Oh, that's my character from the Come Zone video doing the Anka Animal Crossing porn dance meme thing.
I'm not familiar with that. I know Anka.
Okay. There was Zone did an animation of Anka from Animal Crossing doing a big sex that was like inspired by like an old -8 animation, and it's people cropped the sex, and like so that way you couldn't see the big dick going into her cat pussy, basically. Sure. And people thought, oh, she's dancing, and they turned it into a TikTok dance, not knowing that it was sex, which is funny.
It's hardly even a dance.
It is hardly a dance, but it's an easy to animate loop, so I'm just fucking going for it. I'm gonna remix the song and everything. My patrons can see this shit early, but you guys listening to a PCP, you can't.
I get it for free.
Yeah, Ben gets it for free.
As you know, we charge all of our guests to be on the show, so this will come out of. I will reduce your appearance fee by I don't know, however much.
Ben Saint, the inventor of Patreon, gets all Patreon rewards for free.
It's just one of the perks of being an innovator. What you were just describing. All right, I'm gonna air my personal fear, my fear and terror and dread. What you were just describing about like that the getting caught in like, oh, I gotta finish my thing. So, but then I can't do some other thing that might be more. That's just like my whole life. That's just my whole life is just I gotta finish this old thing. That is like nobody cares. I mean, I've been working on this fucking Phantom Horn game for like almost a year, and I know that it's not like that. Nobody, it's not attached to anything. It's not like I know that it's based on some old shit that I did. That is like, why are you still doing this? But like that's what I like about it. It's like it's got no. It's not gonna hit big or anything. It can't. But I just want to. I don't know. Fuck it. I guess the solace I can take is that I know that yes, I am wasting my time doing some nonsense that will not succeed or benefit me in any way.
It will not pay dividends.
No. But on the other hand, I'm not actually losing anything, because if I wasn't doing that, it's not like I would be making good choices. It's not like I would be doing something that was useful. I would just be wasting my time even worse. If I wasn't,
I guess you can take comfort in that. I can't, because I did genuinely pass up some good ideas. Like, fuck.
No, not me.
I wanted to, like, in 2016, I was like, I kind of want to make storytime, like, animator videos. I feel like I have a lot to say, like, in that sort of style. I feel like I could be good at
storytime, like the lightly animated, like, draw my life kind of
thing. like the Jaden animations, the odd ones out.
Yeah.
Domix, if anyone remembers Domix. That sort of thing. I had ideas. Domix. He was, like, the OG. He was doing that shit, like, in 2012, 2011 or some shit.
Okay.
He was doing it real early. But like I had ideas for like videos like that I could make, and I was like, oh, but I've got this project and that project and this project and that project, and then I saw like a year later the storytime animator scene blew up. A bunch of channels just like shot up into the millions of subscribers, and then I was like, oh, it's too late now. Fuck. Now the market's saturated. Should have followed my gut instinct.
Perhaps. I mean, it's the you know, I've known people who were like, I was this close to investing in Bitcoin back in like 2010. Like I almost did it. Like I thought about doing it. It's kind of like that, I guess. Like there was a thing that I thought about doing. I didn't do it. It turned out it would have been a huge benefit for me if I did, but it didn't. So
I was a fool.
Oops. Huh?
I was foolish.
Sure.
I'm not being a fool anymore. Now I'm like, I know porn animations pay very well on Patreon.
Yeah.
And like a lot of artists I follow, I've been drawing NSFW art for like less than a year now. I've been doing it for like 10 months on and off. And I don't have a whole lot of followers, but I know people with like 10 times my follower count who make less than me on Patreon. Like, Cake, they call him Cake, Big Booty.
I do know they call him Cake.
They only get 150 on Patreon.
Really? But they're big on Twitter.
They're huge. They've got hundreds of thousands of followers, but they only get like 150 on Patreon.
Why is that?
It's a combination of not like I think for one, they don't draw like explicit stuff really, but also they don't have paywall content that I'm aware of.
Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
That does make a huge difference. And also like people who do animations, like porn animations, just make like double or triple most artists anyway, on average. So whoa.
What is this?
Giboo?
What? Hi.
Are you recording?
Hi.
What I miss? Did I be late?
Yeah.
You're late. We're
wow. How interesting.
We're like nearly 2 hours.
Are you
in.
recording?
Are you
I'm recording? Okay.
You're just in time. We just started talking about boobs like 2 minutes ago.
Sort of.
Well,
now we're over that.
Now
we're over that now.
No.
What?
Huh?
What?
Hey guys, welcome to the Pro Crastinators podcast.
Show's over. Goodbye.
No.
Okay, well,
don't listen to Ben. He's a liar.
I'm sorry. I lost track of the conversation. You guys are gonna have to carry it for me.
Well, I was just talking about porn artists and porn animators and how being a porn animator makes you lots of money on Patreon if you do it right. And I have a big old audience on my YouTube channel. So what I need to do is make porn animations that are like covered up in YouTube safe and then have the naughty
versions.
Yeah, the naughty versions on Patreon. I've seen people do that. They've jumped from like 1,000 a month to like 10, 20,000 a month doing that. I've seen a few people do it.
I mean, that's what Mary does, or did. I don't know if he does it anymore. He probably does, but like, he would have the
Merriweather.
Yeah, Merriweather. You know him?
Oh, yeah. Yes, you had them on.
Internet Explorer comics guy.
Yeah,
who's also a VTuber now.
Yeah, you had them on the PCP. I remember.
Yes, they do. Yeah, they would have like a comic going, and then they would have, on if you were a Patreon supporter, you could get the explicit version, or not the explicit version, but like an extra panel sometimes, or just like art of the official art of the NSFW art of the character.
They have only 90 patrons. Interestingly,
wait, what?
At the highest tier, 25, which that would only be like $2,000. It's actually. So it's probably a lot lower than that.
Wait, Merriweather only has 90 patrons?
Yeah, Merryweather Comics only has 90 patrons, so assuming everyone's a $25 patron, which is unlikely, they'd only be getting 2,000. That's less than I expected.
Wait a second. I'm like, what? Okay, I was sure.
Was it higher before?
I feel also, like it was like 10. It was like 10,000 a month at some point.
Maybe.
Am I crazy?
Geez,
hold on.
Maybe you're crazy.
All right, I'm getting up off my creaky mattress.
Has to be making about that much. Also, I just logged into Patreon. I have 18 notifications. This never happens. I usually have 1 or 2. What the fuck happened? Why do I have? I'm scared. Did everyone unpledge, or did I gain like 20 pledges?
Have you been putting stuff out?
I've been putting stuff out.
Well,
someone went through and liked all of my posts.
Oh.
Like,
well, that's nice.
What an asshole.
What an asshole. Thank you.
This could have been about money.
Okay, so yeah, I got 16 likes on a bunch of Patreon posts, and then 2 people pledged. Okay. All right. I was like, did something happen? Okay, that's cool.
Some part of me thinks you should take yourself a little more seriously, Gib. You should maybe try to like have a product that people can get excited for on patreon.com, GibandTake/Patreon. And I don't do it, but I could. The porn stuff, I'm not really like good yet at like anatomy, because that's the most important. Not really the most important, but it's very, very helpful for like actually communicating a specific, look. Unless, yeah, I mean, people can get away with like drawing the same thing 100 million times, exactly the same every time, and that if people like it, then that'll work. But I get bored. I get bored too easily.
Oh, I have a couple. I have a couple Patreon notifications. Oh, I got 2 people pledged to me.
Oh wow!
Three people pledged to me. I lost a few patrons at the beginning of the month, but a couple new ones too. So thank you, Jacob and Airlock and Roger.
Damn.
Mwah. Mwah, 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 mwah.
I'll tell a few people to unpatron. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, the balance must remain. The light and the dark rises to meet it. There must always be a Sith for a Jedi. Fuck. Oh, okay. I gotta look at Merryweather's Graftron history, because I'm sure they were making more than that. I gotta look this up. Hold on.
Okay. But yeah, like my Twitter, Big Girl Squish, which I've mentioned before, is like, that's the porn one, where I post not even that much porn, but just sort of like I have these characters who are like, oh, cool sex and stuff. But I've not really done anything with that Twitter. I very occasionally have a drawing and I put it there. And it's really it's like I'm treating it too much like a hobby, but maybe it is just a hobby. There's a lot of pressure just from all sides constantly to make everything you do content and to sell it.
Can't waste content.
I can't waste it. What if I could make a I don't know, some sort of an established following of people who know what I do and I could do commissions or something. Ah, jeez.
Sheesh.
It's a lot.
Okay, I can't find Merryweather on Graftron.
Yeah, I can't find them. I can't find them either. I'm finding someone who looks like a stripper who like had 7 patrons and quit.
There's a deleted Patreon for someone called Stormy Merryweather, who is a porn star.
That's weird.
I've never encountered this before. I just can't find their Graftron. Weird.
I used Graftron for the first time yesterday, so it's funny you bring it up.
I use Graftron to watch Trixie's Patreon collapse month.
Oh,
I gain great satisfaction every month.
I used it to check over a few like fellow porn animators to see like at what time their Patreon jumped up.
Sure,
I'm doing similar things to some of them, and I'm just trying to figure out how beneficial it'll be for me. I only need to earn like 2K, and I can quit my job and then like make probably about 5 times as much porn as I am now. That'd be cool.
I've seen behind the scenes bits of you drawing stuff.
Yeah,
and I've also seen the public stuff. It is good good drawings.
Wait, no,
good job.
I make more than you on Patreon. If you start making porn animations, you might pass me, and I don't want that. So I have to stop you at any cost.
Ben,
we can't release this episode.
Ben, if I surpass you, you have to delete your Patreon in shame. That's for rules.
What if I? Okay.
What if I drew porn?
What if I patron you now? But if you pass me in Patreon, you have to patron me. I say this knowing that you definitely will.
Actually,
your plan is plan is foolproof, and it definitely will work. So I'm gonna have to like, how can I negotiate you into an unwinnable deal?
Here's the thing, Ben. That is actually the moral thing to do. If your friend is earning way more than you on Patreon, it'd be foolish for you to pledge like the same amount to to both pledge each other at the same time, because you're just exchanging the same coin and Patreon's taking a cut. Only the bigger person should pledge to the smaller person.
I feel like that is what should happen also. I even if I like someone's content, I generally don't pledge to them if they like make more than me, because like, why? Like, you're doing fine. I
say that, yet I still pledge Teleperte on occasion.
Well, I mean,
we're friends.
I might.
He does just give me his shit for free, but
Who am I a patron of? I am a patron of. I think I pledged to you, Gib. I think I pledged to. For a while, I was a patron of JapaneseEmoticons.com just because I used it all the time. I pledged them $1 a month. And then I was like, why am I still doing this? My creators, who are where do I find who I'm pledged to? I can't fucking find it.
Oh, there's more tiers on Merryweather's thing.
Oh, there are more tiers? Oh, there's 5 levels.
There's 5.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh wait, I still support Devu. I don't know why. Okay, Devu changed their thing. Devu, I pledged $1 to Devu, but it was per game. Now it has changed to per month, and I think I'm gonna unpledge because I don't want to do that.
Oh, live on the PCP, Ben.
I think I'm gonna unpledge
from
live.
Devu.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
just stab in the back.
Does that mean?
Well, I mean, it's money. You do what you want with it.
I will.
I usually like to like for Autonomous, the soundtrack was like the way.
Yeah. So
I bought that, and that was good.
Autonomous was fucking good. Oh, I'm Shadok's patron. I'm a pledge to Shadok after the RFCK animation. I was like, I
of course.
I got a pledge to that.
Got a pledge.
Got a pledge. Shadok is only 5. It's per episode. So like, God, I mean, I could for an episode of Love Web. I feel like it's worth more than $5. I might increase that. If it was per month, I would be $5. But per episode, I'm like, it should be like $100 per episode. Honestly, that shit is wild.
Damn.
I'm also I'm pledged to Cheesy Manfredo, and I'm pledged to Gabriel the Starman. Few dollars a month.
What's Gabriel's? Is that a Twitch thing?
Do you know them?
Yeah, Gabriel from RFCK. The little
from RFCK,
and also just in general. I saw them at Burning.
Yeah. They're an artist. Although I don't know if they've posted anything. I'm not sure if did they take their Patreon down?
I haven't seen them draw in a while, but they have been like streaming with a funny monkey VTuber.
I haven't seen that. No, they made a Patreon a while ago, and I pledged to it. And
that might be a secret. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Oh dear.
Well,
I think. Well,
never mind. I didn't say exactly what it was.
I think they may have like ended their taken their Patreon page down, but I'm still pledged to them. Maybe I should.
Patreon's just stealing it, it all.
Well, that would be unfortunate, but that is something they would do. Well, this has been a revelation for me. I've learned some things that I feel damaged to know.
Wow. Loving this episode of The Money Cast.
The Money Cast. Oh, idea for the bonus episode. We just watch the price of Bitcoin rise and fall in real time, and we go, "Oh, it went up by 30 cents." Oh.
You have to modulate the pitch of your voice to match the direction it's going. Oh, it's going opposite.
Oh no, the candle's red. Oh no, the candle's red. Oh my God, the hammer's green. Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
You know, if we had someone smart, because I know that data is like archived, you could have someone like run a literal pitch changer like in real time that follows like the graph. So like
I
after
feel
like we send in our audio and then we run it through the script and it'll just do it.
I have no doubt in my mind that Crack could do that. I have no doubt in my mind that he could like create something that dynamically reacts to the market.
That would be like what makes it worth listening to.
Maybe
if you could do it to just Ben's audio, and then I would just be there to sigh every so often.
Hey,
normal pitch.
Hey, speaking of the bonus episodes, let me ask you something. Let me ask you a personal question. What if I were to call you? How would you feel? What would you react? What if I said, "Hey, you know what, OblivionFall? You're a fucking gay wizard."
Yes.
Not only that, but you're a bottom. You're a bottom gay wizard, and you probably either are or are friends with at least one sorcerer. What would you say to that?
Choose your words carelessly.
Choose your words, yes.
If you have a big penis, put it in my ass, please.
Oh my god! Oh my god! He admitted it.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! He admitted it.
It was just a hypothetical. You didn't have to admit it.
Ergy.
No, I'm using your platform to solicit sex from the audience.
Well, shit, that's what we're supposed to do. You're not allowed to do that. Well,
I've really been slacking on that.
Gotta say, that's not what I was expecting. That's a hell of an answer. If you want to understand the ramifications of what just transpired, you're gonna have to be a patron and watch the latest bonus episode, which should be out by now, for context into what the fuck I'm talking about. See, I designed it like this so there'd be FOMO, so people wouldn't get the joke if they don't know, if they haven't seen the bonus
FOMO
episode.
is a moral
I can't
good.
remember the joke. I don't remember.
Yes, you fucking do.
I can't remember.
Yes, you do.
I can't like egg you on with like specifics. I just know that there's a thing.
There's a thing,
and it's funny.
Okay.
I remember it, but I don't know how to say it.
If you want, that's the only way to know. I'm gonna keep asking guests until one of them gives the correct answer, the correct response to that, and just see how long it takes.
Gib can't egg you on, but perhaps Gib can most of an egg you on.
I'm just gonna say things are not gonna go well. Things are not gonna go well for you if that's what you have to say about the gay wizard thing. I'm sorry. Wrong answer. Buzzer. Okay. That was a terrible attempt at a buzzer sound. Much better. What?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys have any more issues to raise?
I got a thing to talk about.
Please.
So this is October. Wow.
Wow! Oh my god, it's spooky! Oh my god, it's spooky season!
It's the season.
Oh my god, it's
cowboys.
apple pumpkin! It's apple pumpkin spice time! Oh my god, sweater weather!
It's time to get all the cowboy paraphernalia out because it's Wild West month.
True.
Which is why I'm getting the Clarissa Gunsmoke comic finally out into the public eye, all nice and dolled up and polished. And I've been drawing, not really like draw. I've been like touching up a few panels here and there where this line work is really sloppy, but mostly just adding like tone to the hair and some other things in the shading. So it's like the hot summer sun of the Wild West desert beating down, and it feels way better than it was before. And redoing a lot of the dialogue because it was cringe before and it sucked.
Of course.
And most importantly, I'm reorienting it from Japanese to Western left to right reading, which is harder than it looked, or like harder than it feels that you would imagine, because it's like you can't just flip the page because then the panels that you would read would be the wrong way around, and like the characters would be looking in the wrong direction. If you want like the flow of visual stimulus, and the speech bubbles have to shift so that they actually also within a panel are left to right reading. But yeah, it's a whole lot of stuff. The first chapter is going to be about 20 pages, going to be posted on my website, gibandtake.site. I'm also probably going to put it on Twitter. It'll be buried in Twitter, but people will see it and be like, oh, I guess I go check out the website. And yeah, Clarissa Gunsmoke month.
Finally, are you gonna finish the comic? Like, is it gonna get completed?
I don't expect that I will have the time to finish, because there's a lot of stuff that happens after the end of what I had already drawn. But there's 50 pages. There's enough for 3 sort of medium-sized chapters, and I'll think about how I can finish it later. But I think as soon as I'm done with that, I'll be more focused on the Lord of Ghosts Kickstarter backer reward mailing stuff. Yeah. And then after that, I could probably start drawing. Maybe even go back to streaming the draw streams with those.
I mentioned this before. I mentioned this to OblivionFall, but I have spent the last 2 days working on this page. On this page of the Lord of Ghosts comic that I'm working on. It has been I accidentally deleted my sketch of it, so I had to recreate the sketch, and then I have been there's just a lot of layers. There's like 50 layers on this on this damn
one page?
On one page, yeah. It's a lot. There's a lot happening in this one. It's good.
I'm excited.
You're gonna like it. Maybe you can. Maybe when you see it, you can guess which one. I hope this is the page that takes me the longest. I'm hoping not the other pages don't take. I'm a little sick of looking at it. Honestly, I've had enough. But it's almost done, and then I can get on. This is page 4. This is page 4 of 9 that I am.
Holy
almost.
Shit!
I know. The other ones weren't as bad. Yeah. I'll get it done. I'll get it done pretty soon. We could go to voicemails if we wanted.
I did want to mention one thing.
Oh, sure.
About Clarissa.
Yeah.
She is a tall, sexy woman.
That's
which is
true.
good. I something I never forgot, Gib. I don't know if this is when you first revealed her. It was like a post you did with her a long time ago. You said she'll root ya, toot ya, then shoot ya. Which,
hell yeah.
The way I imagine that, it's like moan, bark, fart, but instead it's because root means sex.
What?
Wait.
I don't know if that's
what was the thing you said? The moan, boat, fark?
You know, moan, bark, fart.
No.
No.
Nate's mentioned it on the podcast before.
Oh? Okay.
It's this
moan, boat.
Wait,
What?
That was a sound thing. Okay, I thought it was like a weird furry
moan,
sex
bark,
thing.
fart. Moan, bark, fart.
No.
Like
moan,
you
bark,
moan,
fart
and then
is
you
a sound
bark, and then you
effect.
fart. Like, this is like a very specific furry sex, like fetish order of operations.
No, it's just an order of sound effects. Because root is slang for sex, so I figured with Clarissa it would be moan.
Moan, and then a trumpet. Root, toot, shoot. Yeah, I get it.
I need to make an animation of that at some point.
Oh, please do. That's technically fan art, and I love that.
Anyway,
I talk all over the fan art.
Everyone's gonna love this conversation because those sound effects aren't gonna be in my recording.
Oh, so we can hear them, but your microphone can't.
Maybe I'll make the sound effect for Eleazar and he can put it in.
Moan, boat, fark. I can't say
Bark.
it.
It's not boat. It's bark. What does moan, boat, fart even mean?
No, it's like moan, boat, fark. Like I switched I switched some letters. So you're on a boat, and you're like,
I keep wanting to say boat.
Oh.
I had to go. I was too hungry. I had to go get some Baby Bells. But I'm back.
Baby Bells.
Back and better than ever.
Back and better than ever.
Oh, cheese?
Yeah, cheese.
Yeah, the little red wax circles that have cheese.
Oh, the little
inside
wheels. Oh, I have had those on crackers.
Mm-hmm.
Do good on crackers.
You should get a greater bell.
I'm happy to do voicemails if you guys are.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really have much to say about the Clarissa. Just be excited, you idiots, and enjoy it and draw.
So Clarissa. It's going on your. So it's going on your website, right? It's going on giveandtake.site?
It's going to go on giveandtake.site. I guess I could maybe do a webtoon or a tapass or both. I don't know. I don't care about those sites. They suck. They're all right. They're fine. But I just can't be bothered.
I hate them. You know what? You know what? I'll read it. I'll finally read it.
Oh yeah, that's the point.
That is the point. Yeah, I hadn't read it because it was technically complete. But like, no, I'll read it finally when it goes on the website. Because otherwise, I don't want to hunt it down.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Wait, had you posted it anywhere before?
It was up on artstreet.com, which is the Medibang Paint like artist area, like a DeviantArt kind of, or a Pixiv, where you can post comics and illustrations, and I put it there, uploaded for the contest, and then I put like a price tag on it, so people could pay 420 yen to see like I think the whole thing, and there was a preview of a few pages. But yeah, it's been up, I think. But it's that version is gonna be outdated. It's gonna be ruined. I'll leave it there because just in case. But
wait, are you remastering it?
I'm only remastering it in the sense that I'm making it look good, because before the contest was over, I was like, oh shit, I don't have time to like make it the do shading and stuff, because I wanted that. And I started for the first 3 pages, and I was like, nah, I don't have time. I'm just gonna post it. And then I just didn't get around to shading it for an entire year and a month.
I see. Sure. Okay. Sick. Yeah. I'll do it. I will commit myself to consuming. I will consume that media. Okay, let's do a voicemail here. Let's do shit, where did I it's the 3rd of October, and the first voicemail. Why are these all out of order? What the fuck?
Oh, I briefly should mention I'm doing Whatever Tober, which is a drawing challenge. It's what you draw whatever, whenever, in October. It's a really great system, because you can't fail.
Perfect. Why didn't anyone think of this?
We're always trying to do prompts. Prompts annoy me. Everything's the same.
Oh, was it Chip Wiseman, I think, was doing Status-tober?
Yeah.
She was drawing a character and like a different status effect affecting them. I thought that was fun. I thought that was cool. I like video games.
It's neat enough, but like, it's the sort of thing that once I see other people doing it, I'm like, well, I mean, why would I do it? Why would I also do that? Just do whatever.
I mean, sure. The first 3 voicemails are not voicemails. They are just a message relayed to me personally in the form of the names of the voicemails. The voicemails are called Ben, Deltarune literally has the characters jump into, 1 out of question mark. And then the second voicemail is called Another World and Use RPG Mechanics to Fight Enemies, 2 out of question mark. And then the third voicemail is They explain to Noelle how RPG battles work. It's isekai. So those are the first 3 voicemails. They have no content other than the title. And I just gotta say, yeah, I know Deltarune is an isekai. Obviously, Deltarune's like the most obvious isekai. Veil's isekai purity chart, which I will post here, that I retweeted on the Twitter account.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It is a good one. Deltarune is its like most. I think it's its most pure isekai.
That is not Japanese, I guess. The super pure is that it has to be from Japan and anime, and Deltarune is like it doesn't have to be from Japan. And then the lowest one is doesn't have to be from any medium, in fact, or it can be from any medium. It doesn't need to be from an art
medium
or a
rebel.
game.
Colonialism is an isekai. Tripping on acid is an isekai. True. Wait, no.
There was this other isekai chart that went up the same day as that PCP episode, but they didn't credit the PCP. They ought to be shot in the back of the head. Oh wait, no!
They ought to be lambasted. They ought to be shot. Wait, was it you?
I didn't say that. YouTube, I do not support terrorism.
I do.
How could you fucking do this? How could
I support terrorism because I once said 9/11 out loud, and they killed me for it. They shut down my channel.
Wait, is this you? Are you this VTuber?
No, that was just some person.
No, not you.
No,
wait. I thought that. I'm not talking to you.
Who are you talking to?
You Oblivion. Is this you?
No, I'm not this VTuber. This is just some some guy or girl, I don't know, who after the PCP episode went up, where you were talking about isekai alignment charts, like 10 hours after the episode went live, this person posted this chart and didn't credit the PCP. How bad of them?
It's not even a good chart, which is annoying.
No, I think it's a good chart.
I think the moon landings is a good entry.
Moon landings is pretty good, but like I don't know, the way that just fails is better. The descriptions are better. The examples are better.
I kind of think the examples are better in this one. I kind of like to me there's not enough meaningful difference in the medium rebel row. The Halley's Comet, colonialism, and tripping on acid are both questionably isekai. They're all in like the same way. They're all just like a real thing that happened. Whereas Function Radical on this one, your name, Cory in the House, and entering a Taco Bell, those are all not isekai, but they're not isekai in different ways. Because one is an anime. It's just not about going to another world, really. Cory in the House is also not about that, but it's a show. And then it's entering a Taco Bell is just a thing that you do in real life.
Wait, is this like rotated 90 degrees?
Oh,
compared
possibly.
to yeah, no, it is. In this one, all the form
I guess it is
rotated,
yeah.
is in the column, but then in Veils it's like the top row, the medium purist.
I guess the axes are different. We could dissect this. Scholars will debate which of these two isekai alignment charts is more is more scientifically accurate.
I kind of prefer the bottom one, but I do hold great malice towards them for not crediting the PCP for the idea.
Yeah.
Do you actually think that they got it from us?
I assume, unless that, because that discussion.
But could it just be a weird coincidence?
The discussion in the episode sounded pretty like spontaneous. It didn't sound like you were referencing an existing meme, unless you were.
No, we weren't. No, it was spontaneous. I'm just wondering.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think this person actually got the idea from us, or could it just be a weird coincidence that they had?
It was like 10 hours or so after the episode. Like that'd be a pretty big coincidence.
I'll just say the myth of Plato's cave in the top
That's
chart
a good
is
one.
Really funny.
That is a good one. Yeah, I agree. That's a good example.
Cory in the House, just I don't know, something about Cory in the House being like, oh, that's a tired meme. What is this, 2012? What is this, 2001?
I mean, it works though.
It does, but like I don't know. I like examples that are not overdone.
Sure. I mean, they could have used literally any show. About that. Well, any show whose premise is about someone goes somewhere, which is like most shows. Golden Girls is an isekai because it's about entering the metaphorically different world of being old.
That doesn't exist.
What? Yes, it does exist because Dorothy had chronic fatigue and the doctors told her she was just a dumb woman and she didn't understand what her body was saying. And then she told that doctor off in the restaurant. And she said he was bad at his job and he should be ashamed of himself.
Being old was invented by like M. Night Shyamalan like less than a month ago.
Carl Pilkington said, why don't they just invent a pill that when you get old, instead of dying, you just start aging in reverse again until you become a baby and then you disappear? Why don't they just invent that? Like, why haven't they made this happen yet?
The man's keeping us down.
The man makes a good point.
I'm looking at the second isekai. Sorry, I'm still on this. But like the function purist on the second one, isekai is to travel what is clearly a separate reality, and then neutral can be travel to what can be physically described as another world. But then radical is like can be travel to metaphorically different world. Are they very, very similar, those? Like how is the Matrix not a purist? Well, I guess it's not magic. It's the same because it's
not exactly a world. It's a simulation. Like he's still in the real world. He's just experiencing that one is. I feel like that one is like it is in every functional way to the story. It is about like going from one world to another. I think I agree with you. That's like too close.
And then the Wizard of Oz being like more pure is strange because that was a dream.
Oh yeah, I guess it was a dream.
Was it even a physical different world?
Yeah, you know what? You're right. They're the same in every meaningful way.
Wizard of Oz is the Matrix. I think we need to...
But just without computers.
It just is. It just is.
It just is. It's just the same story. Like I think that's what we need to impart
Smith
to the
was
world.
With the monkeys.
Let's listen to a voicemail, shall we?
Yes.
Let's do it. The first voicemail after that is called Cliche. I will wait. Can I post it in the? Yeah. Okay. It's called Cliche. 3, 2, 1, go.
Branches of yig, more like branches of.
Okay. Yeah. I get it. Hold on. It's coming out.
Negotiations is a word that I learned from watching Star Wars: The Phantom Menace as a kid.
Yeah.
Whenever I heard my parents say the word negotiation, I'm like, that's the Star Wars word.
When do they say that? Do they say that when the Trade Federation is talking
we have to have our negotiations with the Trade Federation. We have to have the
negotiations, they say.
We've got to negotiate a trade deal to get the blockade out of fucking Naboo.
It's true.
It's the funny
you
Star
really
Wars
do.
word. George
you
Lucas
really
is a
do.
wordsmith, inventing words left and right.
Like negotiations.
Just
true.
like our Shakespeare.
Okay. Setting default audio to wireless headphones. Okay, good. Next...
Wait, I don't mean to derail.
Go derail away.
On the topic of George Lucas, have you seen the video? There's just a guy walking through the street talking about some shit, and George Lucas just appears in the background, and just fucking music plays. Oh god, I have to.
Is it just someone was just vlogging and just George Lucas happened to be behind
George Lucas
him?
just happened to be there, and he just walks into a building. It's funny.
That's great.
Hold on,
great.
I have it.
I can't believe that George Lucas actually walks around in the real world. That's so fucked up. It shouldn't be allowed.
Here we go.
Kind of nice. It's kind of nice because I feel like George Lucas lives in a real place more so than other celebrities, which you only see them only out of a limo.
He's got that Skywalker ranch, doesn't he?
Yeah, they say that he lives on his personal little ranch.
Oh, of course I've heard that
he's
super rich.
I've heard that he's kind of like a recluse. Or Red Letter Media called him a recluse once, and I just assumed they know what they're talking about.
He's been seen just eating salad in a food court. Or
enjoy your salad.
Thing?
I remember the food court thing. Another thing Red Letter Media made fun of him for.
Yeah.
But like, why? Why make fun of him for eating in a food court? What's wrong with that?
Let's react to this video, PCP, the reaction channel, where we react to voicemails and funny videos.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
And they use something they call pyroprocessing. The interesting thing is they call it pyroprocessing.
That is interesting.
But it's a molten salt process. They're dissolving this thing in a molten salt, and they're doing electrochemistry on it.
Actually him?
Why don't they call it molten salt?
It looks just
they
like
want
him.
no association
yeah,
with
I think it's
molten
him.
salt, because then it brings up another superior thing, molten salt.
He's even wearing that shirt.
Oh, it is. It is him. That's so similar to his face.
I'm looking at his face, and now I'm not 100% sure.
I wasn't sure until I full screened, and then it looks more like it than, well, oh no, there's a frame where it looks like someone else. Who knows? Maybe it's just a classic. I don't know. Outfit.
He just looks like a regular old man. So like, it's hard. I really thought it was at first, but now I'm like, it could be just someone who kind of looks similar. I think it's him. I'm gonna say it's probably him. Very funny. I don't know what was salt processing molten. Shut the fuck up, you fucking egghead. Get out of here.
I think even just regardless of George Lucas, it's funny how he just sort of jumps into frame like he's like supposed to be there because he wanted to see what was happening, and then he's like, "Oh, I guess he's filming. I didn't want to."
He didn't just walk by casually. He jumped into frame, looking at the camera, like, "Huh," and then he just
walked all the way across the screen, but in a way that maximized his screen time.
Yeah, he did. It's like he's staying. Maybe he knew he had to walk by and saw that the guy was filming, and he was like, I kind of don't want to walk through this line of film, but like I have to, so he tried to like, I don't know. It looked like he didn't like that he was on camera. I think he was trying to ignore it.
Yeah, he looks like a man who's seen a camera or two, you could say.
You could
proof.
Perhaps. The next voicemail, which I have right here, is called Heartfelt Dondas.
Ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Donda.
I don't know if we have to listen to all 30 seconds of this.
Donda.
I don't know what it means.
Donda.
I mean, I believe it.
Donda.
I believe it too.
Donda.
This is definitely George Lucas. This one I have no doubt about.
This is George Lucas having sex, dude. That's the noise he makes.
Yeah.
That's some heartfelt Dondas.
I was thinking of that fucking turtle having sex video with the shoe where it's going. I was thinking of that, but instead it's Donda.
Next one is called L2 Bait Spot Scrubs. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, this whole general strike thing, striking for one day, smells like bait. Like, that's not how strikes fucking work, guys.
I mean,
this is bait,
I wasn't sure about it.
This is real obvious bait to get a bunch of dipshit baby leftists fired. Don't fall for it.
I get that it doesn't seem like it's going to do anything, but like, would it? I mean, is anyone really going to get fired over it? Is anything even going to? That seems like such a. You would never see the fruits if your goal is like, haha, I will put out a plan that will get a bunch of stupid baby leftists fired, that will get a few people fired who I have never met, but maybe vaguely have a sense that I don't like them, and in my heart I will know that, haha, maybe a few of them got fired because they fell for my trick.
I mean, that's something people would do. There are people in the world who are that cruel.
I guess that's probably
there are other Ben Saints out there.
No, I cornered the market. Damn it. Well, I guess I need a new shtick. Cruelty is taken. Next voicemail is called Will Ben Have Cake? 3, 2, 1, go.
You will never have any cake. 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 You will never have any cake.
And then the Deltarune logo appears.
It sounds like you answered your own question there, buddy.
I'm sorry. I knew I sent it a fucking voicemail. I forgot what it was.
Oh, it was you. Oh, this is you. You fucker. Okay.
I forgot about
it. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, good shit.
Got that 5/4 groove going on.
Is that what that was?
That was a fucking time signature.
Was that doing like a disturbed like at the end, or
it was like a you will never have any cake, you will never have any cake, you will never.
Was it wasn't the drum line from Down with the Sickness?
No, that's 4/4. But I guess it's kind of similar.
5/4 is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5/4 is real fun. Like most random sentences, if you just save them rhythmically, end up being 5/4 in my experience.
Yeah.
You'll never have any cake, huh?
Guess.
Yeah.
Sorry for your ears. What's this next one?
That's okay. Did I post it? The next one is called it's called Tiny Facts Number 1, a tiny fact. 3, 2, 1, go.
It's me, the Muffin Man. I like the way he cooks the dough.
You're the Muffin Man, but you like the way he who's he?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm so fucked up.
There's so many holes in this story. I don't think I trust this guy.
The next...
It's a very tiny fact.
It sure was. Vanishingly small. The next one is called We Did It, Boys. Racism is No More. Okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
On one of the recent episodes, Ben expressed his opinion that gender and race are fake, and we shouldn't treat people differently because of those characteristics.
That's true.
Given Croc disagreed, so Ben quickly folded as befitting of a spineless beta cuck. In relation to that, I'd like to know your opinion on Asian penalty in the U.S.
Asian
Wait,
penalty?
Asian penalty?
Asian
like
penalty?
football? Like football penalty kickoffs? Like how Japan won a World Cup one time? I don't think they've ever done that.
What's Asian?
I don't think that conversation happened according to as this person describes it. I don't
remember that either.
What is Asian penalty?
Okay.
Do they mean like
I think,
Chinese?
I think they're talking about
what's the word? When you do something bad and the government says points deducted from Gryffindor.
Okay, I think they're basically talking about like the opposite of affirmative action, where like colleges are like they like won't take like Asian people because they have too many. I think that's what it is.
Weird.
I think it's I don't know. I think it's neutral. I think it's neutral. I think affirmative action is generally good. And if whatever, those fucking Asian kids can just go to a different college, just like everybody else. Big fucking deal. You know? Whatever. It's maybe not great, but it's not that big a deal.
I don't think affirmative action should like negatively affect Asian applicants. I thought the idea was like if two people have like equal qualifications, you'd give it to the person who probably struggled harder to get there.
Well, yeah. I mean, yes, but
it's not like Asians don't experience racism, so or I guess it is a different kind of racism.
It's I mean, you necessarily, if two people have a thing and you have to give one or the other, like you're necessarily like denying it to the other. That's just life. I mean, I don't know. It's a zero sum game. It's a zero sum game where like I guess it's bad. I guess it's bad if like an Asian person who, you know, qualifies for something doesn't get it. And the reason is, in some part, because they had to fill a quota. They had to give it to someone else to fill some race quota or whatever, or for anything, right? But, like, the opposite would be just as bad. Like, if they gave it to the Asian kid and not to the... Like, you know, someone's losing out either way. So it's not like an ill has been inflicted on the world. It's just a resource was moved from one person to another, which is just it happens all the time, and is normal.
Yeah.
Just go to a different college. Whatever.
The resource of my bullet has been moved to the resource of your brain.
True.
I'm just trying to remember the conversation.
I just think racism is good, actually. You know? Sometimes racism is actually good. Most of the time, in fact.
Finally, the left admits it.
Yeah, you know what? I was kind of racist all along. We all were.
I can't remember what that conversation was, so I don't know anything. Lol.
I don't know if I listened to the episode that was referencing.
Gender something. Gender's fake.
Like
it's fake. It's fake.
Fucking. I don't think I would have said.
It's fake like money. It's fake like money. It's real because we make it real.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Let's just move on.
Okay. Next voicemail. Where did I put it? It's called. Fuck! I lost it. I lost it because that was one of those Vokaroo messages. That's because just get a fucking microphone. Just get a microphone and just record. Okay. Next one is called 34. Where's the number? No. Sorry. The next one is an image.
Let's see the image.
I can't. There. Posted.
Oh, a GIF.
Okay, so we have best guy ever defeated by I assume this is mage, glowing with effulgent with power. Can't believe defeated by a woman, and then it's me saying, Nate, we don't know their pronouns. I get it because the joke is that I'm obnoxious.
The joke is
true.
But why are you on the right side of the screen? Why is Nate to the left of you here?
Oh my god.
That's true. It's
nice
because
gift.
It's what we just said.
Nice art.
It is nice art. This guy kills it. This guy is really killing it in the voicemails, I gotta say. Okay, next one I posted up above. It's called It's the one we didn't listen to. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, I just wanted to test if my mic works better with socks on or without socks. So now comes the review. Let's see if there is any difference.
Well,
that's just a
viewers,
test.
Well, viewers, what do you think? So with socks or without socks? Vote down below. Vote in the comments.
Post feed, I guess.
Post feed.
My advice to the voicemailers: use your own ears. Don't send it through a service that processes your audio and makes the quality worse.
He can only tell if it's better if he hears us listen to it on the PCP.
A week later. Just so you know, listener, a SpeakPipe fucks with the audio that gets sent through and makes it lower quality. So it's not a good way to test if something sounds good.
Or is it?
I have voicemails I've never sent because I had a lot of advanced audio editing, and SpeakPipe just fucking tries to mute all of my sound effects, and then it just sounds like it's underwater. So it's just not worth it.
You gotta use Vokaroo.
Vokaroo has a shitty bit rate is the problem.
Oh,
Myra's perfect. That's when I put a link to download in the thing, and then you complain.
Yeah, I did. That's me. Next voicemail is Janess. It's another Janess. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wait.
There's two.
You posted one you didn't play.
Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah.
The 35 ending.
35 is Janess. Okay, 35 is Janess. 3, 2, 1, go.
Listening to the Ape Escape playthrough at Raggun 2 got me thinking about that I missed out on playing games that would have allowed me to have deep conversations with my friends. All I really played with my high school friends was Halo 3, Reach, and Halo 4. While those were fun multiplayer games, they didn't allow for any interesting conversations, and I didn't have any significant recollection of those events. Could you recommend any similar comfy playthroughs that I can cozy up and listen to?
Yeah, if you're playing Halo, I mean, you're engaged. You're being like, oh, I gotta shoot,
you're trying to be the best,
or I'm gonna be shot. Yeah, you're heavily engaged. cozy playthroughs.
Do you mean like let's play videos, or do you mean like games that can be like Ape Escape in a cozy way?
My cozy playthroughs that I like so much is I really like GDQ speedruns of of Final Fantasy games, and like Chrono Trigger, like 9-hour long ones of like Final Fantasy 8 and stuff. That's the good content for me.
I guess
Puexel did a bunch that I like a lot.
I guess this is sort of normal, but I like Game Grumps. There's a lot of good old Game Grumps things, but you probably already knew that. So yeah. I don't know. Meaningful conversations. I don't think Ape Escape is specifically like tailored for that sort of thing. I'm trying to figure out what they mean.
I think
they missed out on playing games that, if played with friends, would result in deep conversations.
I think
that just comes from having deep things to talk about.
I think what she's saying is that she didn't have, because they were all actively playing Halo. They were focused on the game. I think the thing about that playthrough in that game is not that it was Ape Escape. It's that you were playing and the rest of us were just kind of hanging out.
Yeah,
and like only sort of half paying attention to the game.
It was me and Jesse passing it to each other, and then everyone was just hanging out. Devu fell asleep.
Just hanging out. That's right.
The best game to just chill and talk with your friends is Minecraft.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of Minecraft is
just get on a server with your friends and just build some shit together. It's great.
Like you have your own little solo project that you're working on, and then occasionally you invite them over to see your house, or you go to see theirs, and you just sort of hang out and stand around and talk. It's nice. It's a good time.
Yeah, I guess that answers the question. Next one?
Yep.
Okay. Next one is called Drawcast Idea. Well, good thing you're here for this, Oblivion.
Ooh. Yep.
3, you've stolen our fucking thing. 3, 2, 1, go.
It was silent.
Did you? It was okay. Is that the joke? Is the joke there is no?
The joke is don't do the Drawcast.
Well, we weren't going to, so
don't worry.
And that's a lie. You know, me and Gib were doing a Drawcast later today.
Oh my god, we are doing it later today. Thank you for reminding me.
Hey, we're gonna draw.
Thank God. Yeah.
Yes.
Based alert. Yeah. Next. Wait, what's the theme for today?
Halloween girls
stuff.
Well, it's not Halloween girls, but I'm going to be putting
I hate Halloween. Boo! I'm a Halloween Scrooge.
Yeah,
I'm gonna draw Scream from Scream with fat titties underneath their cloak and their mask. It's not gonna be a Scream mask. It's gonna be
like
a
cream
mask. We're gonna be cumin. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be cumin, like my curry.
Every Drawcast episode, my goal is to draw a character with big tits or ass so that can be the thumbnail.
It's the only way. It's the only way. The only way to what? I don't know. Next voicemail is called Sad. Wait, no. I think I already posted. I'm losing track. Yes, I already posted it. Next one is called Sad. 3, 2, 1, go.
Fala, I don't know if you have experienced life later.
What?
But it's a series of humiliation and defeats.
What are you talking about?
Non-stop.
This is humiliating.
I haven't got a W ever since I was born.
Aww.
Gee. Oh, I can't imagine. Couldn't be me.
Are
you okay?
Just don't have the constitution for suicide, as the guy says on True Detective. But other than that, I see no reason not to quit.
Quit what? Your job? What are you talking about?
Don't kill yourself. He's saying, okay, I understand the point. What he's saying, it's just he took so long to say it with his like bizarre like drawling like took him like so long.
Is he drunk?
He sounded like he's drunk. Don't kill yourself.
He's got that Eleazar accent, but it's not Eleazar.
Does Eleazar? It's some kind of South American accent. I'm not sure. I can't place it more specifically than that. But yeah, don't kill yourself is what I would say.
Dude, here's the thing. W's come after L's in the alphabet. You just got to keep digging.
What is
keep going through those letters?
Yeah, it's just wow. That's deep. That's deep. W comes after L in the alphabet. Oh my god.
Buy sex toys.
It's like tomato. It's like tomato anus always says. You guys ever watch Tomato Anus?
No, but I like that.
He does speedrun explained videos where he'll walk through a record breaking speedrun and he'll just explain like what is the runner doing here and here and here. Every single video that he makes, he will at a completely random point just insert a little like 30-second bit where he's just like, and by the way, I just want to say that things will get better for you, and if things are going well, if you feel bad now, you won't always feel that way, and there's always hope and people that love you, and I just want you to know that things will get better. All right, back to the run. Anyway, so he taps frame perfect inputs, so just go watch one of those and just pretend that I said what he says. And don't kill yourself.
Well,
we love you.
Tomato anus.
He's a wise man.
I was just curious. Has anyone personified a tomato as a girl and drawn her with an ass? And they have. So
yeah,
of course.
It's
a round. It's a
fruit. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, it lends
these
itself.
These images are so bad. The only two images of like tomato women is an Among Us with a tomato leaf and tits, and then one that's shitting ketchup and one that's farting, and those are the only results on Rule 34.
They're all Among Us?
No, one of them's an Among Us. I mean, I guess this one's not explicit. I guess this one's technically won't get us yeeted off YouTube. The other ones will.
Oh, okay.
Because they involve anuses. But I found tomato anus. Just believe me.
What did we get? What did we get that community guidelines strike for? It was for the link to the Tails Gets Trolled part of Jerry getting fucked by the dog.
It's because it recognized the URL of the website, I think.
We still have a like strike on the channel from the time that we posted the shad base link in the description.
Damn, wait.
Even though we took it out. It was like a long time ago, but it's about to. I think it expires this month. So that's exciting. But yeah, we've had a strike on the channel because of that link for like a year. We didn't get the strike when we posted. It was retroactively applied like much later.
When I mentioned I was drawing like booby in one of my voicemails, and I just linked the image. You linked the uncensored image in the video description. Maybe that should also be removed or replaced with a censored version.
Oh, in the one that you were on.
No, not the one I was on. It was a few months ago.
I think it looks at the link text.
And
if it matches with like Rule 34, that's a not allowed site. You can't
I'm nervous about it because they've retroactively applied them. Like the fact that it didn't trigger the thing doesn't mean that it's safe and that it won't be triggered in the future. If you tell me which episode it is, I can go and edit the description sometime.
I can try to figure it out.
You weren't on the episode, were you?
I wasn't on. It was a voicemail. All I know is it was one of the ones with the gravestones.
I don't know why. There's no particular reason why I'm bringing this up now, but I want to mention that last night I drank a. See, this is the price. This is the price of spooky season. Nobody talks about the damage that is inflicted on society from the spooky season meme. I drank a pumpkin flavored hard seltzer. It was so bad. I know. It sounded awful, and I was like, that sounds awful. And I tried it, and it really was. It was terrible. It was the worst fucking thing. It's not right. It's not right. It's not a normal flavor choice for such a thing, and it didn't work. But it's so cozy. Oh, sweater weather. Ugh, fucking, the meme has to die. I'm gonna be the one to kill it.
The Instagram girl version of Halloween spooky season is certainly like trite, I guess you could say. It's just like, shut up. I like chocolate and I like punk and ghosts and skeletons. I don't really
like ghosts and skeletons. And pumpkin is okay. Pumpkin is okay.
Skeletons are funny.
Honestly, I like pumpkin stuff. The fact, like, when it's October, I like pumpkin stuff less because I'm like, I don't want to eat this. It's a meme. It's a meme now. My enjoyment is not authentic.
Get a big fucking turnip. Get a big fucking tomato.
I like pumpkin flavored eggnog and ice cream and all that shit. It's great. But when it's being commodified, when capitalism has turned it into a consumer for the holiday, whatever, won't everyone tell me what Halloween is all about? The true meaning of Halloween, Linus, please explain it to me.
It's to get fucked.
It's to get. Damn, wow. I guess I was wrong. It's to get fucked. Sure.
I mean, Halloween stuff is very much less commercialized over here because even though we celebrate it, it has always felt like a big American thing. It's from America.
I was shocked. I didn't realize when I lived in Poland. It was October. When October came around and it was Halloween, and like nobody did anything. Nobody, like, there weren't kids going around in costumes. I saw, like, I might have seen, like, a couple, like, a handful of, like, college students that were wearing, like, a costume. But, like, yeah, it just kind of wasn't a thing over there. I was like, I thought everybody did Halloween. I didn't think it was just an American thing. And it's not just an American thing.
No, but it's most of...
But everybody does it over here. Everybody does it.
Most of it comes from, not, like, culturally, but, like, my understanding of Halloween comes from, like, Halloween American movies, stuff that takes place in Halloween, spooky things. There's like all the iconography and the stuff. It's Hollywood.
Sure. It's our main export. It's culture. We're civilizing the rest of you. Next voicemail is called 37. Okay, this is 38. What is this called? Sex. I never had it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, there's the tomato anus.
Well, the anus isn't visible. The anus was in a different image I can't send.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Why does Kazi hate Nate? They seem positive about everything else, but they really dislike Nate. Is it real? Is it ironic? Why? Did he do something?
I think...
How do you feel about Michelle? Sex? I never had it.
True. I think Kazi doesn't like the stuff that Nate says in his videos and elsewhere. I don't know if there's anything else to it. Next voicemail, by the way, is called. Wait, I haven't posted it yet. Right there. It is called T.-space-XR. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. What can I add? Got stepped on, and that's the story. Next voicemail is called.
Are you moving spaghetti around? I don't get it.
They got that tomato anus.
True. Okay, the next one is an image, but it's also a voicemail. So here's the image. No, it's an album. It's a whole album. Hold on, posting it there. What?
Get Nate, get $50.
What is
this
Nate?
It's like a hit piece, like bounty poster?
You get him. Spend it anywhere, Nate. What is Nate? Why would your company just be a guy's
Nate's
name?
buying. Why is he buying? What is it?
Nate. Well, I'm selling.
Ben's selling. Nate's buying.
Is it a cryptocurrency called Nate? That'd be really funny.
Is it nate.tech?
I found a nate.tech. It's like a payment. the world's
Dude,
only
there's a fucking tomato. There's a fucking tomato on the website.
Does it have an anus? Oh my god,
there is. Yeah,
it looks like an anus. It looks pretty puckered up.
Oh, there.
It's a pretty puckered tomato.
Everything is linked together. The universe.
Elazar, that tomato better be on screen.
The world's only app.
It's some fucking payment processing app. It's just garbage. Solving a problem that was invented specifically for it to solve. It makes me mad. It makes me mad just looking at this. Fuck this. Fuck this.
It's stupid.
Look, something. Okay, who cares? Damn it. I don't know why I'm getting so pissed off at it. Next. Oh, right. There's the tomato. Okay, well, there's the voicemail. It's 740. 3740. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, can you guys add episode 278 on Spotify? Thanks.
No.
Is that the latest one? 278? I mean, Tom, put it on Spotify, please.
Okay.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Thanks, Tom. I don't know how to do Spotify. I'll 278. Okay, I will go to the PCP thing, and I will go at Tom. Someone asked for episode 278 to be on Spotify. Yeah, cool. Next voicemail is called 3741. It is called the okay, damn it. It's another image. Here we go. It's a PNG, if that's exciting. The Psycholonials, a socialist masterpiece. Immigration is a form of colonialism, Abby. We need to # build a wall. Booba.
That is what she think.
That is what she think.
This is a true image.
This is very true. It rings very true, yeah. I like that I have 9 subscribers and I'm called patreon.com/BenSane on YouTube. Should have unironically called my channel that.
For 13 views, haha.
For 13 views, yes, true. Psycholonials is not a socialist masterpiece, but the version of me that made this video.
It's a socialist-ish piece.
It's a socialist piece.
It's a social-ish. Social-ish.
It is social-ish. It's social-ish.
It's so delish.
We never did the. I never reread Psycholonials for the Psycholonials cast.
We could always do it, but we will. Could always do it.
There's no time. I still want to. I still wanted to do one about it.
I would at this point. I would have to reread it myself as well.
Yeah. Okay, I don't want to think about that right now. I got fucking shit to do. Next voicemail is called J. Wait. No, here it is. There it is. Okay, 3, 2.
Wait, did we listen to the last one?
It's 0 seconds. There's no content. Right. Next one is called J. 3, 2, 1, go.
What's your opinion on comics drawn by people with no artistic talent?
I like
Do you think the story has to be funny for the terrible art to be justified? I am asking this because I am a person with 0 artistic knowledge and I'm planning to make a comic, but it's supposed to have a serious tone, not a comical tone.
That's tough.
Comics and all illustrations can look raggedy. There's no correct way. The cleaner the lines are does not mean it's better. So just if you can find a way to communicate whatever ideas you have with the level of talent you have, because if it's a serious story and you don't have any artistic drawing talent, but you can write the dialogue or whatever, then you can mostly make it text. There's no rules.
You could also get away with even if you can't draw particularly well, if you're good at setting up a visual tone through the use of color or something, that could also help.
Yeah, you ever read Kate Wirt's comics?
Yes. Though she's really good at drawing. She
is good, but like her comics are very, they're very rough and sketchy and cartoony.
They're sketchy. I mean, there's a lot that goes into drawing anything.
Yeah.
Even things that a layman might assume is like, oh, that's lazy work. That's easy to draw.
Right. But I mean, so obviously not really.
No.
Yeah.
Just work within your means, I guess. Don't if you know you can't really draw very well, but you really want to draw something. If you try to paint like a masterpiece thing, it's probably not a good place to start. You can work towards it, of course.
Okay, I think it's tough if you have a tone in mind. If you have a serious tone in mind, and it's like, well, if you're a bad artist and you just kind of go with it, I mean, it's going to draw attention to itself. Like, the bad art is going to call attention to itself, and it might be tough to make that work in a serious story.
Well, yeah,
context.
I think if they're asking, because they said they don't want it to be a comedic work, and from like Tales Gets Trolled, some of the things there are like not supposed to be funny. They're supposed to be intense and gory and scary, but they nonetheless are hilarious because of how badly they're drawn, despite how serious they're trying to be. I think
for a number of reasons, but
for a number of reasons,
that is one.
But, like if I imagine like Berserk, but drawn by Laserbot, it would not work as well in conveying guts and his like struggle if it was drawn like that. But there are ways. I think it's mostly because, like, drawing a character from Berserk requires knowledge of anatomy. But if you draw a character that deliberately is not supposed to be anatomically correct, you sort of sidestep the implication that you are failing at doing something if it looks deliberate. If you know what I mean.
I think you say you can't draw. Okay, I think. The only way is you're gonna have to bust out the old tablet or whatever, and you're gonna have to like doodle. You're gonna have to like experiment with what you can draw and just try and find some balance of something that you are able to do and that like looks close enough that it doesn't look like distractingly different than like what tone you're going for. You can't. There probably is some. I can't think off the top of my head of any like. Very like I was thinking One Punch Man. One Punch Man was drawn very sketchily, but like it's not exactly a comedy. It's partly a comedy.
It's also possible to like go for a really simplified style that just looks appealing. Like appeal.
What about like
can also be fine on its own.
Something like you could just go for like a hyper minimalist sort of thing, and that could like I don't know, like Paul Who Is a Ghost. I mean, that's a comedy. It's partially a comedy. Is that what it's called? Paul Who Is a... It's a comic, but it was from a website. The website was... Do you know what I'm talking about? Paul Who Is a Ghost?
I think...
I can't find it on Google. No, it was a webcomic.
Okay, I don't know then.
Oh, Pictures for Sad Children. Pictures for Sad Children is the webcomic I'm thinking of. It is comedic, but it has a sort of serious tone to it and is hyper minimalist.
Yeah, super hyper minimalist can work. I think the main thing to remember is that if whatever style you're drawing looks deliberately drawn that way, and it doesn't look like you've tried and failed to do something that you can't do, then it will come across as less comedic. So if you think of like an artsy fartsy student film, because I've seen a lot of those artsy fartsy student films and student film animation things, they're drawn. Sometimes the student can't draw very well, but they have a very serious topic that they want to talk about in their film, and they're sincere and they're earnest, and they're not trying to go beyond, the good ones. I mean, they're not trying to do what they can't do. And because of that, you can sort of buy this really shitty art telling this sad story. Or not necessarily sad, but like non-comedic. So it can work.
Yeah. So you've got options. It's not hopeless. But you're gonna have to experiment. You're gonna have to try different things and strike upon something that you think you can do and that works with the story you're trying to tell. But it's not impossible. Next voicemail is it's number 43 here, and it is called Patreon.com. 3, 2, 1, go.
Saw someone on Twitter talking about how, like, they were upset that someone on Patreon had essentially pledged just for a reward and then immediately unpledged. Like, gave them $1, got the thing, got out. And their basis for their argument was basically like, oh, you don't pledge to Patreon for the rewards. You pledge to support a creator.
Why'd you put the rewards there,
super
then?
dick move if
So
you do something
dumb.
like this. PSA, guys, don't
don't do this. Give me...
I thought it was kind of stupid, but what do you guys think? Do you care if people do that on your Patreon?
Were they talking about...
Like
people...
You put a reward at $1 amount. People won't pay that $1 amount for the reward.
It's so
once.
rude. It's so rude for you to pay the amount
money.
that I asked you to pay in exchange for the thing I said you could have.
Who cares?
Yeah.
If they were talking about themselves, if they were talking about like someone just pledged to my Patreon and then unpledged, PSA, don't do this. This is a bad, like that would be so gauche. That would be
You're just telling people not to pledge to you. That's money you're not getting.
If you're not happy,
the sort of person who's not interested in pledging long term, which is a lot of people, even if they do like your work, just because of money issues, they just need to like hop on and off, and that's fine. Like, the sort of person who would pledge just for a reward is the sort of person who would not have pledged had the reward not been there to just support they would not have just become a supporter.
If
it's extra money you're getting.
If you think that your reward is more than what they should be getting for, a single pledge, then like don't make it a Patreon reward. Like sell whatever you're offering, sell it on Gumroad or something.
Or at least up your like tiers to be more expensive or something.
Yeah, you up your tiers or do it some other way. Like you're the one that put it on the marketplace at that price.
If you see like a guy on Patreon who's getting like $10,000 a month for some crazy shit, only like half that money is probably going to be from like long-time supporters. A lot of it's going to be people who pop in and out. But if there's enough of them, that can still be a consistent revenue source. There's nothing wrong with that. It's going to happen, and it's going to make you money. So accept it.
Imagine complaining. Imagine complaining about someone pledging to you wrong. That's so annoying.
You're giving me money wrong.
Pledge to us instead. We appreciate every patron.
We did. Someone on Twitter when I made the post with the new bonus episodes, someone was like, I'm just gonna pledge. They were being cheeky. They were like, I'm just gonna pledge and get all the episodes and unpledge. And I was like, no, don't give us $5. Oh no, please don't do it. It's fine.
How will we ever recover?
Yeah. Next voicemail is called it's just called Who Designed the Procrastinators podcast logo? There's no audio. The answer is
Devu. I forget the reasoning for it. I guess I could scroll back in the PCP chat and maybe find where Devu said it.
Was there reasoning for it?
I think they had reasoning for it, but I don't remember. And it was such a long time ago. They just made it, and it's like, okay, how about this? And we were like, yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah,
we know what CDs are. We're old.
It's funny. The background of the image. Well, I changed the icon to be the gravestone one, but the old image in the background, it had some like gray shit, and it was actually like the Vapors. It was like a page of the Vapors that was just kind of like partially scribbled over, I think.
That's what that is. Interesting.
I don't know why. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the old maybe if I have the file, do I have the full size file on my computer somewhere? Yeah, I think if you look at the I want to. Fuck, where is it? D drive, PCP folder. Wait, it would be in the Google Drive, the full size version. You can't see it on the small version. Hold on, I'm gonna do it. I'm
remember
logging
doing
in.
I remember doing some fucky stuff with your logo when I did my PCP theme way back.
Yeah,
I was making an icon for it, and I didn't know what that sketchy stuff was, and I had to recreate something similar.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I'm almost positive. I just want to look and see, and just make absolutely sure that I'm not making a complete fool of myself. PCP components, theme assets. I'm looking through the. No, those are audio assets. Images and logos. Here we go. General. Here we go. Gonna download this one. Scanning for viruses. All right. Let's examine this closely. There it goes. Uploading. Yeah. It's the vapors. It's the bush.
Wow.
It's bushes and trees. I don't know why. And there's another image like warped over it. It's like 2 pages of the vapors superimposed on each other. I don't know. Fascinating, huh?
Damn.
No?
Sorry, I was
it is fascinating
for a second.
There
sketchy.
It is. Sketchy vapors bushes.
Right. I always had like the cutaway like PNG version for thumbnails and stuff.
I wonder if I can find the image I created for my SoundCloud thing, because I also had to put some scribbly lines in the background, but they were like different scribbly lines.
There's no real reason for it to be there. It's so strange.
I always thought it was like marble. Never really looked at it.
Yeah, I could see why you would think that, but no, it's that. Just because. Which voicemail was that? That was 3. No, that was the who's okay. There's one more the voicemail. It is called "I Need It." Here it is. Found it. Okay, I need it. 3, 2, 1, go.
I need breath mint.
Oh God.
I need it.
Breath mints?
It does not need to come from a cis woman. It can come from a man with big mommy milkers. Bear, give me your breast milk.
Oh, that's what they said.
Okay.
I'm glad my
on
tradition of harassing Ben is being continued by the people.
You started something that can't be
when the voicemails
once let out, the genie
new,
can't be put back in the bottle.
When the voicemails were brand new, I remember you saying, like, "Oh man, why are so many of these voicemails about me?" It was me, Ben.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm seeing this meme theme. Here. What did you just scribble that stuff in the background?
I think I just Googled like sketch of trees and just.
So you knew it was trees.
I mean, it sort of looked like trees and bushes. I could sort of tell, like it was that, or at least clouds. Like it had to be one of those things.
It's one of the shots of the scenery from Vincent's point of view in Vapors Chapter 2. I know exactly what it is. I'm a genius.
I didn't know it was from Vapors. That is some cool trivia. And also, voicemailer, if you like breast milk, well, I've been animating a pair of flopping titties this whole time. I've been
looking at them this whole time. I've had my dick in my hand the entire show, by the way.
You can go to patreon.com.
That's how good the content
OblivionFall for boobs.
That's how good the content on patreon.com/OblivionFall is. It gets my seal of approval.
Right now, if I had to plug a money thing, it would be the GoFundMe, please.
Yes, the GoFundMe.
To remove boobs.
To remove boobs. It is a paradox.
What is given
not
can be
really,
taken
actually.
away.
It's not actually that confusing. Wait, what is that up to? How much? Do you want to talk about it?
It's up to $600, and it's been 1 day.
In like 2 days? I mean, that's
1 day.
Good. 1 day.
In fact, actually, slightly under 24 hours as of our recording right now. I'm going to be doing some live streams to fundraise. I'm going to be playing Undertale for the first time.
No.
I've never played it. I'm going to. That's going to be a big live stream. I'm going to be doing a 12-hour variety stream with some YouTubers and stuff I know. And I'll be doing like a Minecraft stream where I try to speedrun the game while my friends try to hunt down and kill me. That'll be fun. Got a few things planned.
Oh, like Dream.
Yeah, like Dream.
Just like that one guy.
It is really fun, except when we do it, it's not fake. Well, not to say that Dream fakes those videos, but there's a lot of elements that are rehearsed, for sure.
Yeah. On Twitch? You stream on Twitch or on YouTube?
It'll be on my OblivionFall YouTube. The one with like 38,000 subscribers, not the really big one. I don't know what that audience is like. They scare me a little bit.
The big one?
Yeah.
I mean, are they there for the tits?
They're there for the cum zone stuff. They'd be like a fundraiser to remove tits. I'm just I don't like you anymore.
You'll be attacked. You'll be torn to shreds. You'll be tarred and feathered, drawn and quartered.
Exactly.
I wonder about
I don't want to
the
risk
demographics of those.
Freaking out those people, but
I think it can't hurt though, right? Maybe there's few people.
Well, here's the thing: if it turns out that there's a bunch of people in there who are like transphobic or something, which I don't know if that's true,
might be. But
I would rather those people support me for my animation, and then that money can go towards my partner's bottom surgery later on, so that way they can unknowingly aid in that endeavor. So
true.
Sneaky.
But I mean, they're just there for the boobs, which, to be fair, is what I enjoy doing.
That's reasonable. It's who can blame them. That's it. That's the last voicemail.
Oh,
I know. What else we got? Did I complain about that terrible pumpkin seltzer? I did. I kicked a mouse the other day.
You kicked a mouse?
Yeah, there was a mouse. In my new shitty apartment, it got even shittier because there's a mouse running around in the kitchen, and I saw it on the table, and I saw it like climb down. I saw something at the corner of my eye. It was on the table, and I see something climbing down the like rack that we keep our our pans on, and it climbed down to the floor, and I see it, and I could see it start to run across the floor. It's right in front of me. It's crossing right in front of me. I think that I had the ability in that moment to kill it, to put my foot out, and I saw its path, I saw where it was going. I could have stomped it and killed it, but I didn't have the courage. I was too squeamish.
You thought about how it would feel to have your head crushed, Ben.
I mean, that's the kind of thing that makes me squeamish and makes me like, I don't want to do that. So instead, I kicked it. I kicked it like a hacky sack.
Did it fly across the room?
It did not fly across the room. It did not leave the ground. It did not get air, but it did sort of go skidding in like a spot and spinning. It kind of spun and skidded across the ground, and it's sort of like it wasn't even that hard. It didn't even hit that, but it kind of thunked into like the kitchen sink cabinets, and then it like scurried on between the cabinet and the dishwasher. And I was like, fuck, I should have. Why did I even bother? Why did I even bother to do that? I could have killed it. I should have killed it.
Now it just has a broken rib cage.
Well, maybe it'll just. No, I saw it again later. It's literally better than ever. It was exhilarated.
It got hit close to death, but it came back twice as strong.
It just came back with a cool story to tell. That's all I gave it. I bought a bunch of traps and set a bunch of traps in the kitchen, so maybe it will die soon. I guess we'll see.
Stomping a mouse to death is a bit much for anyone, I think.
One time in my old place, which at one time did have mice in it. We eventually killed all the mice with traps, but at one time it did have a mouse problem, and one time there was a mouse in the like near the trash can, and I saw it. It like scurried and it stopped, and I froze, and I was like, what do I do? And I dropped a pan on it, and I killed it by dropping like a metal pan and crushing it. It was not that gruesome. It wasn't like smushed. It was just, concussed and injured and bleeding a little bit, and it died. That's what you got to do. I could have done it again, but I didn't want. I don't want to feel its bones crunching. I don't want to feel its organs squishing under my foot. Like
I didn't want. The thing with me is that like I don't want to have to like pick it up, but I know no one else will do it.
Yeah,
and I don't want to leave it there, so I gotta get like a fucking towel, like get the blood off. Like ew.
When I moved in my old
the
house,
sanctity of life has nothing to do with it. It's just gross.
We had a mouse problem for a while. At one time, a mouse was definitely running around in my bedroom, and I was like, "Well, this is fucking unacceptable. This can't fucking continue." And there was a hole. My old room had it had sort of a little like, not a crawl space. It just had a weird like, it was a rectangular room, but on one side of it, just between the far wall and the near wall, there was just a gap. There was like a 2 foot wide little like side space that I just kept like a bookshelf in there. And in down that little side space, in the inside corner of it, at the very corner underneath the radiator, there was a little hole in the wall. And I was like, I saw a mouse one time crawling inside the radiator, like just going from one end of the radiator to the other. And I was like, it's definitely coming from inside that hole. So I put glue traps. I put a glue trap in front of the hole and was like, it can't come through here anymore. It'll step on the glue trap. It'll die. I was clean. So fast forward like 2 years later, I'm cleaning up my room. I'm packing up all my stuff. I'm moving out. And I'm taking my bookshelf out of that hidey hole space. And I see underneath it, it's kind of hidden underneath the radiator. I see the glue trap. There's something on it. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that there's just been a dead mouse, in the corner of my room for like a year now. And maybe it was the only mouse and it got stuck on the glue trap and it died. Maybe it died there and other mice would look at that hole and could think, maybe I should come out into this room. And then they would see a corpse lying there and be like, no, I don't want to go there, actually. One way or another, it did stop mice from coming into my room. I never saw another one. So mission accomplished.
Didn't you smell dead mouse corpse decomposing?
No. Well, no.
I mean, in terms of like volume of guts, mice don't have a lot.
They're quite small. They're very small.
Was it a skeleton?
I didn't look. I didn't want to look at it. I didn't examine it closely. I'm pretty sure it was like a desiccated mouse corpse. It was so dried out and old that like I couldn't even really tell what it was when I saw it. But I think if I had looked closely, I would have seen like a withered mouse remnants. I suspect.
I mean, how much does a mouse weigh? You could compare that to like leaving a bit of meat on the floor, right?
Like 1 ounce,
like nothing at all.
House mouse like 0.68
house mouse
ounces.
1 ounce.
A mouse is literally
less than an ounce.
Like Waylord, just like Waylord, a mouse is lighter than air by volume. It floats like a balloon. That's a fact.
Does that mean Waylord
that's a tiny
swim?
fact. Yeah, don't you? Or it has its volume and its mass are like if you calculate it, it's literally lighter than air, and it's called the float whale. It's a float whale Pokemon, and like maybe it literally like floats like a balloon, like a blimp.
All right, so like a house mouse is like 0.04 pounds. That's like a 25th of a pound. So if I take a pound of meat out of the freezer,
it's less than an
take
ounce.
Like and take like less than a 20th, take like 4% of it and leave it on the floor. That's not going to smell.
I don't think so.
That makes sense. I have one more story, I guess, on the topic of being afraid to squish things.
Mm-hmm.
This is a horror story from my real life. It's October. It's the season for spookies. I was
boo.
Yeah, Ben. Yeah,
no spooks allowed.
So I was living in Dunedin, which is at the bottom of the South Island of New Zealand. Mm-hmm. It's in. I'll post this image in chat because I lived in the North Island most of my life, but I was my family spent like 5 or 6 years living in Otago, specifically in Dunedin, and we're not supposed to get a lot of bugs in that area. Like most of New Zealand doesn't have many nasty bugs or animals. In fact, it's one of the nicest places on Earth for avoiding that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we were in Dunedin. I was playing in the sand pit in the backyard, and I felt I felt a scritchy scratch on my neck.
Oh no!
And I'm like, ugh.
God, what could it have been?
I just kind of flicked at it, and then a few seconds later, I feel it again. And
terrifying.
Flick at it again, and then I feel it really strongly. It's like on the side of my jaw, and I see something out of the corner of my eye. I like swipe at it, and a fucking Avondale spider drops into the sand in front of me. Yeah, Avondale spider. Wait, I put a picture.
Ew. Ugh.
That's
Gross.
a big boy.
They are fucking huge. These things are not supposed to be in the South Island. They're supposedly not there, but there was one of these fucking things on my face. I was like 8 years old. I screamed.
Yeah, I mean, fair. I would.
I was fucking crying, and my mom sent my sister out to kill it, and my sister didn't want to squish it because I thought, you can't squish it. It's so big. It must have bones.
Ew, I'm getting uncomfortable.
That's what I thought.
Wait, get this fucking image out of here. No, I guess I'll leave it. It's fine. No, I can bear it.
The people can suffer. Well, this was on my face, Ben.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what if there's more spiders on me? And I took a shower, but my sister used up 2 whole cans of fly spray on this thing.
One time I found a caterpillar like crawling on my shoulder, and I was like, oh my god, what if there are other caterpillars on me? What if they're just on me all the time and I just don't even know? What if they're on me right now?
God,
caterpillars are cute, though.
I hate caterpillars. I think they're so disgusting.
They're wriggly and squishy, usually.
They're big and squishy, they're fat and they're gross. We have,
that means they're slow and, like, not a spider.
Ugh, I'm gonna throw up just thinking about them. We have a thing where I live, in other places too. We have these things called gypsy moths. Which, geez, I wonder if you're not supposed to call them that anymore. But that's what they're called, and that's what everyone calls them. And they have part of the year in trees. They would have like big like clot in the corner of trees, like in the corner of branches. They would have these big white masses of like webs of nets or whatever, and they would lay their eggs in there. And then some years there would just be a big harvest of them, and you would just find them. You would just find them, like, crawling up your house's walls and, like, garage doors and stuff. They'd just be around. They'd just be all over the fucking place. And then they would die, and then you'd find their corpses all over the fucking place.
I like caterpillars.
The gypsy moths are particularly disgusting. They're not cute at all. But even the so-called cute ones, I think, are pretty nasty and disgusting, and I don't want to think about them.
Oh, the gypsy moth caterpillars? Yeah, they're kind of gross looking, actually.
They really are. They're not pleasant.
When I was at school, we had like monarch caterpillars. We just had a plant that had a bunch of these, and we would watch them, and then they'd go into a cocoon, and we would like wait for the butterfly to come out. Yeah, and it was really cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, these are in like these are not.
They're funny. He's reaching. He's Halo reaching.
I would be absolutely disgusted if one were on me, or if I had to touch one. Like,
I let them crawl on my fingers.
Ugh. No thanks.
Yeah,
not the spider though.
Having long hair sometimes freaks me out because, like, it touches my neck, and I'm like, well, that's my hair. I know what that feels like. And then occasionally, like, I don't know, a bit will like fall where it has been balanced, and it falls onto my neck, and it feels like something is suddenly touching my neck, and I'm like, oh my god, there's something touching my neck now, but it's just my hair again. And then sometimes there is a bug, and then I don't know what to think. At any moment, any feeling I could feel could be like death.
Yeah.
You will die.
I was walking. This is an old story now. This might have been pre-COVID even, but I was walking around with Kazzy and Munchie, and Munchie had like he jerked or moved, and he was like, huh, and there was like a beetle in his hair. There was just like a beetle crawling around in his hair, or I think it was a beetle, or it might have been like a big. It was some kind of like fairly large insect was just like in his hair, and he was like, "What?" And he was grossed out. And then like an hour later, there just was another one. There's just two of these same, like, I think they were beetles, these black beetles.
Oh, gross.
And he was very disturbed by this because it's like, how many more are there going to be?
Oh, I came home from the movie theater recently, and
from what?
We saw a movie, I think. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. We came home from somewhere like a week ago, and I just felt something tugging on my arm. When I moved my arm, I felt something like tugging, and it was like restricting my movement. And I realized, like after like a minute of fumbling around, it was a spider web, but like a really, really strong one, like just a single thread that had like wrapped itself around my body. It was like near invisible, and I could feel it. I was trying to get it off me, and then my husband was like trying to help me, and then it got stuck to him, and he was like, "What the fuck? This is strong," and I don't know where it came from, but it was like this single long thread that was at least like 3 or 4 meters long.
How? I've never had a spider web's thread that's like so strong that I'm like, oh, it's pulling on me. Like it's kind of
like, and I tried to like pull it to break, but like I guess it was also like it just kind of got taut. It was weird.
Was it like twisted around like a rope?
It was sort of like on my arm, sort of wrapped around my arm a bit, and then like went around the back of my chest and maybe like my shoulder or something. And it was also like stuck to my hair in some aspect. I was trying to get it off for like a good like 5 minutes. It's one long thread. I don't know what kind of spider would make that, but I never found a spider.
There was
must have been a wire, maybe fishing wire.
Funny exterminator story. I was talking to my Brazilian roommate about the mouse. We had both seen the mouse, and I was relaying to him a funny factoid, which was that someone I knew once had an exterminator. I think it was like a store that they worked at, and like an exterminator came in to like do pest control, and there was like a crab. There was an ocean crab like living in their basement or something. The exterminator had to get rid of a crab that just lived there for reasons that nobody knows. And I told him this fact, and he was like, crab? Like what's that? What's a crab? Like he didn't know the word in English, and I was like, I'm like trying to think, how do I explain what a crab is? I'm like, well, it's in the ocean. It's got a shell. And finally, I had to do I had to do a little crab walk. I had to put my hands up in little pinchers and move side to side, going like, huh? And he was like, oh yeah, crab. It's like, I got it. I did I pantomimed it, and it worked. It's the universal language. That gesture means crab. It's in every language across the globe, actually.
You were a crab, but were you crab core?
Yeah, for a moment. Yeah, just for a moment. I think so. I think I did it. I pulled it off. Shit, that's all I got to say about anything.
I'm just gonna... Anyone in the audience who doesn't know, get the crab core reference?
I don't get it.
Oh my god. Alright, so when emo like metal music was going through its like
Renaissance.
Weird. Yeah, like when metalcore, a lot of metalcore music is bad. Some of it's really good, but a lot of it's bad. Because I guess at the time people liked the metalcore bands where they like the bands where the singers were
like early 2010s vloggers.
Yeah. It's just a whole band of Onesians.
Yeah, look at this power stance.
It's the double doing it together at the same time with the same outfit and the same hair is just so funny. All right.
Yeah, they do all look the same. Is it literally the same guy just playing 4 instruments?
No, they're different guys.
They're the same guy.
that wide gate, that horse straddling like
it's for
legs
crabcore.
apart. Is that the crab stance?
That's for crabcore. It's the crab stance.
Wait, what's the timestamp?
Oh, it's throughout the whole thing, but there is like one specific timestamp that's like 118. The guy at 118 is legendary.
The guy at 118. Let me see exactly what you're talking. Oh yeah, he's doing the like moving from side to side. He does the little like
they're doing it so much.
The lateral. It's like the lower you stand, the cooler your riffs, the sicker your riffs. Dude.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
Your riffs, which are just did it, like because that's all you need. You just go on the guitar.
Oh my
God, I hate this band. They're not good.
I don't know. I think I found a new favorite.
Are we? Shit. God, we're at almost 4 hours. Lol.
Yeah.
Are we finished here? Are we?
I think we're finished.
I just don't want it to end.
Give and take.site, Clarissa Gunsmoke, yeah.
Yes, check out.
That should be out. The first chapter should be out by the time this episode comes out live. I'll make sure.
Check out Oblivion's the Kickstarter for
the
Oblivion's. The GoFundMe, right?
My partner is trans. We need their boobs to go in the bin. The doctors won't let us give them to Gib, unfortunately. They don't support organ trafficking.
That should be illegal. They should, though, just this once.
Yeah, it should be illegal to forbade organ trafficking.
It should. Well, I think it should be illegal to make it illegal to forbid organ trafficking. Actually,
I don't understand what that means, but yes,
it means whatever. But I agree. Yeah. Okay. I guess check that out. And for me, fuck you. Become a patron. Listen to the bonus episode. Find out what you should do if I call you a gay wizard bottom. It's that you'll be glad you did. Is that it? Are we good? End of the episode? Goodbye.
Yes.
Okay,
that's the end of the episode.
Mwah.
Wow.